Ooh ah. Ooh ah. Ah ah ah. Ooh ah ah. Hmm. Oh. Why keep starting over? Quit. Okay, sorry. I had a list of like games that I was going to use, and they're gone. And I was trying to go back to my history to find them, and it kept resetting my history over and over again. It was making me mad. Well, well. heck. So Vic's gonna have to go steal some. Let's see. Let's see what we got going on here. Hard to find anything cool recently because everyone's just playing Mecha Chameleon. I had quite a few tabs. Okay. Is level 3 membership really supposed to be $130? Absolutely. Absolutely. And what do you get extra for doing that? Absolutely nothing. Not a single thing. I mean, why wouldn't it be, really? What is wrong with my computer today? I mean, no, it's not my computer. My computer's fine. Everything else is just jank right now. What was the other game that I had? I found one. My stomach is... I think I have to go to the bathroom. Oh, let's do this one. I think. What is this on? Yeah, let's do this. 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 Da 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 da. All right. Taco Bell? No, actually. I've been kind of okay all day, and all of a sudden now I'm like, I'm gurgling all of a sudden. I don't know why. All right, I'll wait on that game. I'll wait on that one. I'll wait for that. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. We've been giving you money for 2 years now. Goodness gracious. Bam. Congratulations on 2 years. Nice. Very nice. Very nice. All right. Sorry. I thought I was prepared before I turned the stream on, and then I learned that I wasn't. And my power just flickered, so we may be losing internet soon. Still on. Don't know why it's flickering. There's not a cloud in the sky. Must be the weatherman. Softy40, thank you very much. Speaking of the weatherman, I need to respond to an email that I forgot about. All right. Okay. You guys sit here in silence, and I'll be right back. All right. I need to see. Well, first, I want to see what this weather's doing, or not the weather, but the see if there's something going on with the power. And check the outages in my area real quick and run to the bathroom, and I'll be right back. Okay. BRB. Another thing I gotta fix around here. I'm reborn. Had a cookie. Sugar in my teeth. Oh boy. Wrong hole, I guess. Jesus. If we get a flush, the poop killer show. That's true. That is true. Y'all come get me. Come get my cheeks. Just like the Booty Creek cheek freak. Here, since you guys had to wait on me, I'll give you guys a little sneaky peek poo. A little sneaky peek at Mary's candles. There you go. This is going to be the ceramic container. Look like that. Maybe lined up a little bit better right there, but that's okay. You guys like that? Think it's cool? I think it turned out pretty good. Jen, appreciate it. That's all you get. That's all you guys get. Other colors? What other colors? I don't know what the LARP tuber situation even is. I'm just tired of people appropriating my words. LARP. LARPers. It's a long time sacred tradition in the roleplay community. How dare people just start throwing it around like it's a negative thing? I love LARPing. Someone's LARPing as me? Awesome. Is it just called cosplay? Because plenty of people have cosplayed as me. I don't spend like I am a YouTuber, but I spend like this much time looking at things on the internet. Like I don't have any idea what's going on ever about anything. That's why we don't do like any like news like type stuff. Like, you know, like Charlie's channel is like your one-stop shop for like everything that's going on the internet, like drama-wise, and I just don't look at any of it, so I have no idea what's going on. So that's why we don't do it. Not beating the weatherman yet? No. But on the Facebook page, the latest post that I made about being on the news, we got like 4,000 followers for that, which is a lot on Facebook. So that was cool. Oh, man. They're trying to copy your cadence and video formats. I mean, I figure AI was going to be doing that pretty soon. Well, I hope my LARPer becomes very popular so that way that I can gain more subscribers as well. I don't have PewDiePie to reach up, but to leech off anymore. So maybe I need to email Mr. Beast. I need a new top YouTuber best friend. There we go. I feel like I want to brush my teeth because I got sugar all over me after eating that sugary cookie. Should collab with Mr. Beast then. He's got my phone number. I hope he doesn't use it though, because I don't want to fly out anywhere and do anything. I like being lazy. I say being lazy. I'm a very busy individual, just not with YouTube stuff. I got a lot of other stuff going on outside of YouTube. This is actually my downtime. Like this should be like, other content creators like, oh, I gotta go to work, I gotta go make my content. Making the content is like the downtime for me. I'm like, oh, finally I could sit down and like just sit and focus on one thing for an hour instead of doing like 12 things at once. Am I turning 41 now? No, not right now. Later. Soon, though. The other stuff's going good. It's just busy. There's many moving parts to a lot of things. But right now, I'm kind of in a situation where everything's kind of being gate kept by other things getting done first. So I'm kind of like, got all this stuff and it's been narrowed down to like one point. And once that point gets crossed, then it opens back up again. And that's kind of where I am with all my projects. Like there's still like a bunch of little check boxes that I got to deal with every day. But overall, everything's still pretty good. And the Mary's soap stuff is one of those things, which is actually a lot. Quite a bit going on with that. I'm over the pond, Dunny. Appreciate it. Thank you. I'll take those 2 GBPs and pounds. Going around about people wanting my attention. That's fine. It's natural. I mean, I'm the greatest YouTuber to ever live, so obviously people want my attention. I'm just biding my time. I'm just waiting for the cycle to continue of content creation. You've been around as long as I have. You are aware of the cycle. Right now, we're in the negativity cycle, where everything's bad and everything's drama and everything's just bad. Rage baity for clicks and stuff like that. It's happened before. And eventually it'll cycle back because people get tired of it. I get cracked up. Since we've been doing the Facebook page, I've been looking at more Facebook stuff. And I get cracked up at the people that are like, open your eyes, can't you see? And they're always talking about like political stuff. And I'm like, man, can you not see that you've been rage baited? Like content creators and all the news channels and all of that have taken a note from politics, and they've got it figured out that all they got to do is just say some stuff, whether it's true or not, and get people to become their warriors for them. The same thing for like political commentary channels and stuff like that. Like whatever, they're just out there spreading hate, really disguised as like information or like the truth. And they get people like all caught up in it, and they go and they talk about it, and then the other people argue back with them. And the reason that content creators push for that now is because we all now know that the algorithms don't care if you're talking about positive or negative things. They just care that you're talking. And so if you get a bunch of people that are in there fighting each other, then that becomes like it spreads, even though it's just negativity. Now there's like keyword like filters. If people in there being racist, it'll pick that up and it'll stop it and people get banned. But if it's just like something about ICE or Donald Trump or stuff like that gets people in there fighting each other, the content creator doesn't care whether he's right or wrong. He just cares if he's got, he's activated his little social warriors and they're in there fighting for him. And so I'm just waiting for everything to cycle back out of this crap. It's exhausting watching everyone be so mad over people that are just talking out of their butts about whatever. Doesn't matter if they're right or wrong. Who cares? They say in the comments they love it. They love it. Keep making them money by talking. Yeah. The world's if you look at the world through like a historical lens, we're in a very interesting time. We're in a time where like things that are happening or we believe that are happening would cause like wars. People would die. There would be fighting going on. But in the modern times, everyone's just pretty chill. Now I'm not saying we need to go out and kill each other. I'm just saying we are very tolerant, extremely tolerant of a lot of crazy stuff in modern times. I guess it's because we're so used to seeing all this bad news all the time. I don't know. My favorite, you guys are talking about distractions in the comments right now. My favorite one was when they're like, aliens are real. And then literally everyone was like, whatever, we don't care. And they were like, but we're releasing some files saying aliens are real, y'all. Sure, whatever. Why don't you release some other files? The aliens, it's crazy. Obama, get up there and talk about the aliens. They love you. Everybody else is like, don't care. I can appreciate people now, like the world. Like, I don't know. Everyone, I think everyone's kind of got that, I'll call it like the BS radar at this point. Oh yeah. The hentai virus came and gone. I guess it just killed that whole crew of, whoever was on that boat. Cause I never heard a thing about it after that. It just disappeared. Same thing with like the Ukraine, all that war. Is that still going on? I haven't heard a word about it in like a year. It was on the news like every single day. And now nothing. I assume it's still happening, but I don't know. I don't keep up with all that stuff. But I do know that I just haven't, like it didn't matter like what platform I'd go on. It would just be plastered everywhere. And now it's like no one says anything about it. Unfortunately, yes. Yeah, so I don't know, man. Like all that stuff is it's weird to me how media works and all this stuff now. It was like, holy crap, the Ukraine stuff and Russia. Oh, you have to feel this way about it. You got to support this. Oh man, holy crap. Everything's riding on this, y'all. Check it out. And now it's like, oh, well, anyway, the reflecting pool. Don't touch it. They'll arrest you. I mean, I don't care whether people like want to like call me out for it or not. I do not care anymore about world events. Like whatever, we could be a nuclear war could be happening tomorrow, and I'm just like, yep, cool. Boy, I'm that's fine. Y'all can deal with all that. I'm just worried about me and mine and the local community. I'm just worried about the people around me at this point. I ain't got enough feelers left. I'm too old to have a care about every single other problem that's going on in the world. All these problems are there. Fix it. What do you need to tell me all about it for? Just get it fixed. Do I have to have some hot takes, some opinions to like say in front of everyone and like grandstand? This is how I feel about this. Ken, what's your take on Israel? What's your take on Ukraine? What's your take on that? I don't know. I don't have one. Wars are bad. Killing's bad. People suffering's bad. We should probably stop. It's bad. Oh, Howard. You want a hot take? You can't give one yet, Howie. You're not retired yet. My biggest hot take lately is tipping culture. I'm sick of it. Can we just get rid of tipping culture? It needs to go away. The only people that like tipping culture are the businesses that are underpaying their employees and those that are successful, like being waiters and waitresses that are making more money than they would be making. Those are the only people that want to keep tipping culture. And that's a very, very, very small percentage of people. We just need to get rid of it. It's crap. I don't even go out to eat anymore because it's like you go have this nice meal with your friends and your family and everything, and you have a good time, and then you get to the end, and then you feel like socially obligated. I don't like that, like the ending feeling of like, okay, well, they charged me already a lot to eat here. The server came and, saw us twice, so I don't really think they deserve much of a tip. But, well, suggested is 20%. Excuse me? That was one of the best parts about living in Australia. I didn't have to worry about that. They just paid people like livable wages. You didn't have like the people that work there weren't like salivating at the mouth trying to please you. Like, please, I must feed my family. Please give me a tip. They were like, yeah, what's up? You want something to eat? Cool, here it is. You want to get a refill? Go up to the front with your cup and get a refill. And they'll charge you. But it's like the kickback is always, well, people need to be paid. These people are working hard. The system is already set up that way. I don't know. I think if we just quit tipping, then, all the waiters and waitresses would just quit, and then the restaurants would have to make a decision whether or not they're going to pay people or not. Why do I have to be financially responsible for their workers when I just want to go out and have a nice meal? I want to go and enjoy a place, and enjoy the atmosphere and pay too much to have something to eat. And then also, if I don't tip, then someone's going to like take a picture of me like, Cinnamon Toast Ken didn't tip me. And then everyone's going to be like, oh, Ken, you're so cheap and poor and whatever. Stupid. Tipping I'm an old man now. Tipping used to be like, wow, you did a really good job and you were really attentive to me and I feel like really good. I had a great time. Thanks to you. Here's some extra money. Now it's like, oh, well, I came here and spent $100 on my meal, and you're also like I have to also pay you. I'm just gonna start bringing my own server, like just someone that works for me, someone that's like on my clock, and they can go and they can take care of everything. I just have my own individual. I'm just gonna start bringing my own. How about that? Someone that I pay a livable wage. I hate tipping culture, and it's like it's everywhere. Like you go, like if anyone that uses those tablets, anyone that uses like the Apple Pay system, like tipping is automatically there. Like I walk into a place, I go and get exactly what I want. I go and check out, and it's like, would you like to give it like a 20% tip for what? For existing? Why do I need to tip you anything? It's like all the companies figured out they get all this free money, and now there's like tip. Like, you don't need a tip. And then like your delivery drivers, they can see how much they're getting tipped before your stuff even gets there, and so you better tip or your stuff's not showing up. It drives me crazy. I just want to like never tip from forever again, but I know that it'll come around and people that Ken sucks. Here's a tip. Yeah, I don't. You don't need a tip. The best tip is go get a new job. Can't tell people to go get a new job anymore because jobs are hard to come by these days. Still, it's annoying, man. It's annoying. I hate it. Get rid of it. And it's just going to keep getting worse. Like, it's continued to get worse into this point. Like I said, it started out okay, and then like more and more tips and stuff started getting added onto it. And then like, you know, restaurants were like, well, if we pay our workers $3 an hour and they got to work for tips, but they also got to share the tips. And the company also takes a percentage of those tips also, you know, for management fees. Screw them, man. How about just pay your workers a livable wage? How about that? How about just pay people? It's the biggest. We're going to play a game, don't worry. But my biggest gripe about our current economics in America is the disconnection that people have, like business owners have. Henry Ford figured this out back in like the early 1900s. And that dude was like super racist and hated Jews and everything. He was not a good person. But he figured out you could pay people well, and then you could also give them an extra day off, and they could spend their money. And the economy was booming. You know, whoa! The economy works really well when people have money to spend because it's a cycle. You know, you get money and you put it back in, and the whole thing cycles. And then interest in inflation exists, but then things get adjusted so that the cycle can keep on. But the way it cycles right now is there's like this big balloon at top. Right at the top, corporations and the billionaires and the CEOs, it just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Until like the flow of money we got just keeps going up and keeps going up, and things keep getting more and more expensive, and people's pay continues to not go up. If you live in like freaking Oklahoma or wherever it was, they literally voted against raising their minimum wage. They literally voted against them making more money and being able to have a better time living, because I'm sure someone out there was like, well, if we pay people more money, then things are going to get more expensive. Herp, derp, derp, derp. Like, I don't know, man. The economy is literally eating itself right now. And every economist in the world is aware of it, but they can't tell nobody nothing because the politicians won't listen. The people that are making all the money don't care. Jesus Christ, it's just... Oh, housing's gone up 40% in the last 5 years. That's normal. You know what we should do? We should pass a bill that makes it easier for you to afford that. You can get better loans, and you can forget about like actually addressing the problem. Let's just make it easier for people to continue to get money, and so that we pump more money into the economy, and then therefore inflation continues to go out and run rampant and go out of control. Yeah. We don't want to mess up our investments because, you know, you know, as the senator, I own about 400 houses that I rent. So, yeah, we can't let those prices go down. That's my investment. We got to just work around that, continue to make it, you know, just keep beating that dead horse until it really explodes in our faces. Meanwhile, every single furniture maker in my state is getting bought by Chinese companies. Everything's just it's for sale. Like it's just the biggest sellout ever. Like everything sucks. Everything sucks. So dumb. They're just like, I don't know. Greed is literally eroding our economy at a very fast rate, and I don't know where it's going to go. I don't know what's going to happen. Something's got to break eventually. I'm surprised that hadn't broke already. We're in the second Gilded Age of America. The first Gilded Age was like late 1800s, early 1900s. Whenever big oil, or not, yeah, big. It wasn't big oil. It was no, it wasn't oil. Oil and the train companies they ran the country pretty much. Now it's like Apple and Facebook and all that runs everything now. So who would have thunk that changing the law back in 2011 so that like unlimited money being donated to politicians was no longer, when that's no longer illegal, that suddenly votes would change and I don't know, people started getting balled out. That's crazy. That's crazy how they changed that, and now everything's it's running rampant. But anyway, it's fine. It's fine. We're here to avoid all that. We're here to just play video games and have a fantastic time. You don't have to worry about that. You don't have to worry about any of that. It'll all work itself out. Oh, God. My property taxes went up. Everyone in my state's property taxes went up because the value. Yeah, you should tip me. Actually, I tips. I accept tips and subs. So the housing went up so fast during COVID and everything that they reassessed people's value of their houses so that everyone's taxes went up. Not the mill rate, just like the base tax. And the genius people that run my county that I live in, they said, you know what? We got a lot of extra money coming in now. You know what we should do? We should build a brand new jail that we don't actually need instead of fixing our old one. And we're gonna give it $130 million budget. $130 million building. $130 million. Jesus Christ. $130 million. How many buildings that I could build with that much money? Oh, I'm sure everything's fine. There's no kickbacks going on or anything. That's fine. And that jail is going to bring plenty of money into the county. We're going to be taking other counties' inmates and giving them homes. And they're going to be paying. This is going to bring money back in. It's just a small investment of $130 million. Meanwhile, we got rid of our county trash pickup. The county used to pick up the trash. We had our own trucks. We had everything. We got rid of that because, well, people were stealing trash, I guess. I don't know what they were stealing. And the cost of keeping everything up to date and fixing everything was just too much. It was just too much. That cost too much. And then 3 years later, $130 million. Yeah. So instead of the county picking up and making the money and the money staying and circulating within the county, now we go through Waste Management, a $1 billion corporation, and we're paying a premium of estimate around, what was it, 2 or 4 million? I think it's 2. A premium on top of everything of $2 million from the county just for somebody else to take care of it. It's too much money, y'all. We gotta vote it. We gotta vote it in. And the way they voted it in was shady too. This is all like in the news. Like this is all accurate. It was just like a normal meeting, the Board of Supervisors, a normal meeting, and suddenly a guy named Wesley Webb was like, "Hey, I'm bringing this up during the meeting," and they voted on it. I think it was like 3-2. 3 voted yes and 2 voted no. So it wasn't like a thing that people were talking about. And apparently the only bid, weirdly enough, there was only one bid because it's a bidding system, right? You gotta, like, if someone's gonna take it over, they have to bid and you take like the lowest bidder and all that. Apparently the only company that wanted to take the trash on was this one company, Waste Management, weirdly enough. Nobody else wanted to do it for some reason. Strange. So you got all the federal stuff that happens in the world, and you got all the world, like the wars and things. That don't get under my skin. It's local government stuff that drives me insane. It's like the people that like directly affect your lives every single day, just like all the oversight and all the dumb stuff they do on a daily basis. It drives me up the wall. And then the people that get selected, like the people that get voted for stuff, right? Like, so like I'll continue to use like county supervisor, because it's kind of it's a very small turnout vote. Like it gets, whoever gets chosen to be your county supervisor, like the number of people that vote is like within the hundreds, you know, like for the decision. And they make the decisions for hundreds of millions of dollars of your tax dollars within the county, because, you know, you got county, city, state, federal. And so they're on the state level and they're making all these huge decisions. And the people that get voted in, Howie's in here, and I respect our military, our veterans, and salutes and all that. Hats off. I appreciate the sacrifice that people have had. One of my best friends passed away right after high school who joined the military. I got nothing against the military people. But voting for someone to take over a position that manages hundreds of millions of dollars just because they were enlisted is insane to me. Oh, well, he was oh man, that guy, he served our military. He's got my vote. Okay, well, what is it? Does he have any history, like any like bigger business experience or anything, like managing money at all? Like what's going on? Nope. One guy has a construction business that apparently he bankrupted at one point. Another guy's a freaking real estate agent. You know, it's just like, there's no conflict of interest there or anything. That's fine, you know. Never know. Literally voting on like who gets roads and all this stuff that involves housing. That's fine, you know, whatever. I'm sure everything's great. It's fine. But heck, man, we need a $130 million jail. Let's vote it in. Heck, another great idea they had too. I'll tell you this one. Another great idea. Mississippi it's always in the top percentage of like poorest states, right? Always. A lot of poverty. A lot of people live in trailers. A lot of people don't own land. They live like, you know, trailer parks and stuff like that. Plenty of people have to live like that. These suckers thought it would be a good idea to try to vote in some laws that restrict that. Not only if you have a trailer, do you need to put on a front porch? You need to put some stuff around it to make it look nice. You got to have 2 acres of land. You have to be like, I forget how many like feet it was away from anybody else's house. You had to like, they literally voted in a poverty tax that said if you're too poor, you can't live here. And they thought it was a good idea. And the community had so much backlash, and everyone, boy, it was bad. And they had to back it down, and they were like, oh, I thought it was a good idea. I don't know. I'm sure that didn't have anything to do with like the real estate agent being like, this is a great idea, guys. You know how much your property value is going to go up because they got rid of all the trailers? Jesus Christ, man. Like, just fix the roads. Make sure people's trash gets picked up. That's your job. Yeah, local government drives me insane. I guess some of the dumbest people on the planet. Used to the county supervisor position, you had your own budget and you had your own crew that you managed that fixed people's roads. And so if someone's roads was messed up or their culvert was blocked up or something like that, they called you and you had your road manager or whatever, and you managed them, and they went and fixed their thing. Now there is just one road manager. He oversees the entire county. and he is the one who's out there fixing everything, and the board votes for like the priority and like who, you know, they do like corporate executive stuff. That's it. They don't actually do anything else. And then they were over the waste, like the trash. That was their other thing. There's roads and trash. That's their two main things. And then, of course, I told you the story already that they voted that out, and now it's handed off to waste management. So they're like continuously voting what they actually do away so that they have less to do, and they just sit there and make decisions. But the way that it's going, they're also going to have to vote the decision-making away because they suck at that too. You know? Like, holy crap. You can't be serious. Oh. They're trying to be more transparent, right? They're trying to be more transparent, and a part of their transparency efforts is to live stream their meetings they have. So you can watch on Facebook or whatever, or on YouTube. I think it's Facebook. And even that sucks. They have like one Blue Yeti, or it's some kind of maybe I don't even know what it is. It's just like one, it looks like that Blue Yeti like microphone that like everyone's tried before that is garbage, stuck in the middle of the room. I've been to the meetings. You can barely understand what they're saying in the room because there's so much echo in the room. Like the walls are bare, the everything bounces everywhere, so it just sounds like that when someone's speaking, unless they got like a really big carrying voice. And so you can't even hardly understand what they're saying when you're in the room. And then you put that microphone just out in the center of it. And so you can't understand jack what anyone's saying. And then, since they're streaming it, trying to be more transparent, they have the ability to hold executive sessions. And executive sessions is when they go and they powwow just between themselves. And it's actually illegal for them to speak about what they spoke about during executive sessions. And so now they're just like using that more to actually talk about the things that matter. So it's just a bunch of baloney. It's done bad, and they don't even actually talk about anything important in front of everyone anyway. Oh, Lord. So maybe, I don't know, I feel like everybody in there needs to go. There's actually one dude named Ivy that's historically been pretty solid, but he also voted for the trailer thing too. And he's got seniority. He's been there for forever, but it doesn't seem like he's actually leading with his seniority. He's just kind of just there and exists. And he votes no on some things, but he's like the one guy who votes no on anything. So it's like, kind of like, oh, well, it's going to happen anyway, so I can save face and vote no. Kind of stuff. I don't know. Like, I don't know. They all need to get rid of all of them. Boot them. The trash, wasting all of the local tax dollars on just crap. There's some good that comes from it too, but like that's default. Obviously, like, oh, we raised some money or we got some funds for this and we used it for what we're supposed to use it for. Congratulations. It's just the oversight and like the bad things are so huge that it's mind-numbing. Anyway, so I'm considering using my local influence to back some people and at least stirring this junk up some, because holy crap. There's a city, and it seems like everyone is trying to turn the county into the city, which isn't a thing. One thing that I do wish would happen, and there's going to be pushback against this, but it shouldn't be, because it's better for the people. If there was a county inspector for new builds on houses. Now, let me explain the whole situation, because some of you out there, some of you are builders or whatever, you probably know or know somebody is like inspectors. You don't like inspectors. They're annoying. They make you do it by the state level requirements. And a lot of builders don't like it because they don't like being told what to do. But In the city, you got to do it. In the county, you don't. So let me explain the whole thing so that you understand why it's actually a really good thing to have county inspectors. All right. In the county, you can build whatever. You know, if you're unincorporated, you can build a warehouse, you can build a house. It's your land. Do whatever you want to do with it. As long as you pass, like, you still got to go to the health department and get like your water, you know, your treatment and stuff for your sewage, because there's no city sewage. But anyway, you can build whatever. You don't have to have a license to do it. Now, you do have to pull the permits, but you can use someone else's license to do that. And so you have builders in the county that are not licensed, and they're not bonded, and they're not insured. So that means that they can just build what the heck ever. And then if they get hurt on your property, they can sue you because that's on you. Anything that happens to the building is on you. They're not insured. They're not bonded. They don't get whatever. They're just out there building whatever. You know, everything's on the person that's paying them to do that, and they're using someone else's license. And my dad is so the license. Get this. The books and everything you need are expensive. Like it does cost a couple $1,000s to take the test. But the test is open book. It's an open book test. And you got these people out here that are failing an open book test that they can't pass it, that are borrowing someone else's license, that are building houses that are worth hundreds of thousands of dollars, and no one's checking anything. And so I say things like, you know, it'd probably be a pretty good idea to have an inspector in the county. And everyone goes, oh, no, we can't do that. Oh, nobody telling me how to do that. Now, you don't understand what you're saying. You don't understand what's at risk. My dad, he's licensed. He's been a licensed contractor forever. He's licensed in the city. He's licensed in the county. He got a call. This has been a couple of years ago, to come and look at a house to see if he could fix it. The house, I'm not exaggerating, the house was split by about this much. The roof all the way down through the floor. You could see down into the slab, and there wasn't one piece of metal. If you know anything about laying slab, they got their footings and everything, and they put like a metal, it's like metal fencing, it's like the squares all throughout it, and that helps keep the slab together and let it flex and everything. None of it. Literally nothing. And they're like, how much do you think it's going to cost to fix this? And my dad was like, what? Pa! Your house is cooked. Oh, God. So there's out here the people are just out here in the county building junk and scamming people. Having an inspector in the county protects the common man. It protects the buyers. It protects people, investors. It protects everyone except for the people who are abusing the system to build crap in the county. But I've mentioned that to people before, and they're like, oh, man, that's a bad idea. We don't need that in the county. And I'm like, we do. We absolutely do. You know how much money people are actually losing on like these poor, like crap builds. They're not going to last 20 years. They're going to fall in. It's extremely common. Are you talking about what I'm saying? It actually is. It's kind of, it's scary. So I understand why people don't like inspectors. Like I said, my dad's been building houses for years. You don't want some young 20-year-old with their book coming out there and telling you you're building something wrong. You know, that hurts the pride. You know, the old guys get mad about that. But all they're doing is quoting whatever the code is. They're just looking at the book and being like, okay, well, that's not up to code. You got to change it. The code exists to protect people that are paying hundreds of thousands of dollars. And they get mad because they did it wrong and they got to fix it. And they throw this big fit and try to make the inspector look like the bad guy, and they're not. They got their tape measure out and they're like, well, your toilet's too close to the sink. Sorry, you got to move it. It's got to be 24 or whatever inches it is away. You got to move it. They come and look at the electrical. Oh, you're going to burn the whole house down doing that. You got to fix it. Nah, I've been doing it that way for 20 years. Shut up and fix it. Kayla, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Appreciate the 42 months. So anyway, I am very focused on local stuff right now. That's there's just like a lot of, I don't know, like I'm not the smartest guy in the world, but I do work on like quite I think I apply logic to where logic is needed. And yeah, that whole scam out in the county of like people just building crap for a lot of money is just, man, it's rough. It sucks. And what they charge is called cost plus. It's usually 20%. So whatever it costs to build your house, whoever your foreman is, whether he's licensed or not, is going to take 20% of whatever that total value is. So if it costs $300,000 to build your house, they're going to make $60,000. That's what they're taking home. But if they're not licensed and they're not insured and they're not bonded, then if something goes wrong, well, good luck. If they get hurt, well, you hired an unlicensed, uninsured agent to work on your house and he got hurt, so now he's suing you because the owner, it becomes the owner's liability, you know? To where if they were licensed, they were insured. If they got hurt, then it's on them because they're a professional and they have their own insurance and everything to cover it. And so it's good, you know, they're covered. Anything that goes wrong, you're covered under their insurance. But if you don't do that, then, you know, it's just like whenever we build, it's like my dad builds houses and me and him have a business together. Like I back it through money, right? I'm the money guy. And so I'm deciding on like how much we're paying, like, you know, who's charging us what, where the money's going, all that. And we don't hire anyone that doesn't have a license to do what they're doing. Like if they're like, oh yeah, we know how to do that, you know. All right, Bubba, what are your credentials? Oh, you know, my dad used to do them back in the day, so I've seen it once or twice. No, go on. I don't care how cheap you are. Get out of here. No siree. But even the licensed guy, you got to watch out for them too, because half the time they don't know what they're doing. God, we had some guys come and install some insulation in my dad's shop. And my dad's, he's an old man, so he can't do it all himself anymore. So we hired somebody out to come put the insulation in. Oh boy. They didn't know what they were doing for some reason. Everything seemed good. They seemed like good guys. They do installation and stuff on the side. But this kind, it was the kind that go like a warehouse. It's got the big like white sheet that you like. It's all I don't remember what it's called. It's like got that plastic film over it. You see it like on the roofs of gyms and stuff like that. My dad, being the professional that he is, had it all measured out, had it all set up. We had, you know, it would start over here. If you use this piece, it would start and run across and it'd be one full piece and it looked good. The first thing they did was put it on backwards. They put it on flipped. So my dad walked out there and he looked at it and he's like, what are you doing? It's on backwards. What are you doing? Take it down. That's not going to work. And of course they're like, oh, they took it down. They threw it out in the mud. It's on that plastic side. They drug it out and put it out in the yard. The yard was muddy. And then they put it back up, but they didn't use the right spot. They didn't use the right measurements. They just started putting pieces up. So now there's muddy pieces of this insulation put up, and also the seams that they tape together are coming apart. So it just looks like crap. It's like, it's such a bad, I mean, we still owe them money, but we're not paying them because they can come over and fix it if they want the rest of their money. It's just, man. God. Drives me crazy. Drives me crazy, man. A welder talking about other welders not being licensed, doing huge structural jobs all the time. Yeah. I want work done. I want the money. Well, the thing is, a lot of people, most people don't know a lot about construction or this kind of stuff. They call whoever they got, whoever's got good Google reviews or whatever. They call them up and they're like, "Hey, can you do this?" And they come out and say, "Yeah, I can do it for whatever." They quote a number out, and people are like, "Okay, I know nothing about what you just said. Let's just get it done." Like no clue what to ask or what to say. And that's where we've been lucky, because I got my dad, right? My dad's like 40-year veteran of building everything. And so he shows up and he's like, no, heck no. And kicks people off the jobs and stuff all the time. Like, "Dad, we need to get this done." He's like, "Screw that guy." So oftentimes the cheapest person to get the job is the worst guy to get the job done. It's just like, this goes back to what I was talking about. Local contracts, they have the bid system, right? Like if you're like trying to get a government job, and they'll usually take whoever the cheapest bid is. A lot of new people in the space, like in construction or electrical and stuff like that, HVAC, they will underbid. They'll bid really low to get the job. But they don't think about, whenever you take a government job, there's a lot of red tape, and there's a lot of, usually the jobs are usually more like twice what they would be for a regular person to do it, because there's so much red tape and you got to cover yourself. But they'll underbid and they'll screw themselves over and they'll get burnt real bad. And yeah, and it unfortunately happens to a lot of people that are actually good at their job, but they're just new and they haven't went through it yet. And that sucks when that happens. When they end up like losing thousands of dollars because they underbid on a job, because they're, got their license and everything, and they want to get out there and be competitive, and they get screwed over. Oh, man. Yeah. We actually just got our driveway. I got my driveway paved. They finished it today, actually. And my dad's got this golf cart that I got for him. And he's out there in his golf cart just beside my driveway, just watching them. Like, he's not like threatening them or anything. They're out there just talking about whatever, but he's watching them because he wants to make sure. Well, he's also learning too, because we got to put a road in at a thing we're doing. But if they mess up, then he's like, "Hey, you got to fix that before you go," which is handy. Because sometimes if it's like a minor issue, whoever's doing it for you will be like, "Oh, kick some dirt over it and go on, and maybe you'll never notice." Not him, though. He'll notice. I don't notice most of the time. I've only called out a couple of things that he's missed very few times. One of them was in this room, actually. Whenever they're building this room, they were supposed to put, and they did, but they were supposed to put like soundproofing insulation in the walls. You see people that, whenever they're streaming, they have those little like egg carton things in the wall. Those don't do anything for soundproofing. That's just sound dampening, which like takes the echo out of the room. For soundproofing, you got to put stuff in the wall, usually, unless you want like expensive panels to go around you. But even then, it's more sound dampening. Anyway, they didn't. They put in regular insulation, because I was, below me is my our shop, and I was in there like looking at the ceiling, and I was looking at it, and I was like, that's not it. That's not the right insulation. And I called them up and I was like, "Hey, I think they put the wrong insulation in." And they did. They called them up, and because we was going to cover it up the next day with drywall. We had all the drywall guys lined up to come out. And so the insulation guys had to come back out, pull everything out of the wall and the floor, put the right stuff in. And if we'd never noticed it, then all these walls would have been put up and we would have had no idea. I would have just been like, wow, it sure is really loud outside, you know. But then to take everything down and do it right would have just been, you know, a huge chunk of money. And so you gotta keep an eye on people. You gotta watch. You gotta ask them questions, know a thing or two about it, conversate with them. If they get defensive about something, they're probably hiding something. Anyway. Anyways. The last thing I'll talk about, since I'm on the construction thing, is this is a little political. But you got ICE, right? And ICE is going out and they're finding all the illegal people and all the rural redneck people like, woohoo, yay. Get all the illegal people out. You know, hooray. But as soon as the text goes out that ICE is in town, every construction job site is shut down. Every single one of them. Every white guy that has his crew, all of a sudden, none of his workers show up. Someone's getting their house built. Suddenly their house isn't getting built no more. Because everyone's like, oh, they're taking our jobs. And then at the same time, the only people that are applying to take these construction jobs are mostly like immigrants. It's Guatemalans around here, actually, mostly. And they got papers. They got green cards. They got all their papers. They're legit. They just don't want to deal with the hassle. And so they just don't show up. They just stay at the house. Actually, one crew cracked me up. I think his name was Luis, and he was saying that he was like the only crew that was still working. And we're like, oh yeah, we heard ICE is in town. What are you guys doing? He's like, oh, well, the job site is the best place. This is the safest place to be. This is the last place they're going to look. Oh man. I mean, out here in construction, geez, Jesus Christ, you got your good crews that are expensive, but a lot of times, a lot of crews, they have like their one guy who's like the owner, and he's out there working, and some of his help, you know, I call it the local white guy help that wants that job. They show up for their beer money, and then they don't show up on Friday. You know, they show up and get a little money, and then you don't see them again. That happens a lot. The turnover rate in construction is very high, but it's not because they're getting fired. They just see themselves out. They come out and they get their drug money, and you don't ever see them again until they need some more drug money. I love the Guatemalans, man. We got some floor, like they do flooring around here, and they show up. There's like 20 of them that show up, man, and they get a house done in a day. It's great. One of them's a preacher, and so they're like, they got the music going on that you'd hear at the Mexican restaurant. Don't call them Mexican. They don't like that. They're Guatemalan. Get it right. One got a preacher. You know, he'll get his Bible out and start preaching to them, and they're just having a good time. They're partying, but then the whole job gets done. Is done well. So, you love the Guatemalans you work with? Yeah, they're all cool dudes. And like I said, they're all legit. They all got their paperwork and stuff like that. I mean, as far as we're aware, I'm sure there's someone. I'm sure there's someone in there, you know. But we're not like, hey, because we want the job to get done. The point of all that is I find it humorous that, you know, online, these people are like, oh, they're taking our gerbs. We got to get them out. They're illegal. And then in the real world, it's like, well, the guys that are going to get them out showed up, but all of a sudden, no one's working. The entire construction industry just shut down. That's wild. Anyway. Anyways. Mowed my yard yesterday. Got a little tan. Been working outside. Blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? I got my redneck going on right now. Robots are taking our jobs. Funny thing about that too is I don't think AI has actually made anyone's job easier yet, has it? Trillion dollar industry of like them handing money back and forth to each other. But I don't know if has it anything gotten better? I'm not sure. I haven't noticed. This dude has to mow his own lawn. Hey. I had Kevin mow my yard, but I had to fire him. Now, Kevin was mowing my yard, and he does a good job. But they came out and they put fertilizer down, and it's been raining, and so the grass has been growing faster. And Kevin was like, "Well, it's hard on my mower. If it grows up too high, we need to mow it." And it was like $200 for him to mow it because we was going off acreage. It was like, well, it's 2 acres, so $200. And he did a good job. Like I said, I don't have any complaints. He did a fantastic job. But I had a appraisal done on my house, and when the appraisal came back, it was like my house sits on 2.5 acres, and the acreage goes, the house, the pool house, the shop, the garden beside the shop, the woods down the hill where you can't mow. All that was also included. And so I was like, wait a minute. Hold up a second. And so I pulled up, speaking of AI, I pulled up on Claude, and I took the tax assessor map and even Google Maps, and I figured out how much actual mobile yard that I have. So on Google Maps, they got that little thing that's like, this is 20 feet, when you zoom in. And so I went and like matched that to a spot on my house that I could measure. And I found it on my back porch, actually, it said 20 feet. And I went out there and took a tape measure and measured it. And I was like, well, that's 21.5 feet. And so I was like, okay. And I drew out like where everything was and like the edges of everything. And I went out and measured it. And I had the AI count every pixel with the measurements that I had given it to tell me how much acreage I had of mobile yard. And it came out to be 3,000 feet less than 1 acre of actual yard you could mow. So I was like, all right, listen, I'm just going to do this myself. Because I wanted to do it anyway. I have a lawnmower. I have like a John Deere lawnmower, and I just went and bought like a new weed eater. And the guy that was mowing my yard previously, I didn't rehire him because he kept asking for more money. And I was like, I don't think it's that much yard. And then Kevin showed up and he was like, I'll do it for 200. And I was like, well, it's 2 acres and you're my brother, sure. And you do a good job. But then I was like, it's only 1 acre. And Kevin's not going to back down off this $200 now. So no, you can't mow my yard anymore. I'm just going to do it because I was planning on doing it anyway. Everyone that comes out here tries to charge me an arm and a leg because they're like, oh, it's like 2 acres. No, it's 1 acre. It's just one. Everybody's trying to double charge me. Go away. I'll do it. Yeah. You do it for $50? Well, the thing is, I got a buddy. We play Frisbee, and he has his own like lawn and garden business. He doesn't come all the way out here. He only works in the city, and he came out because I was doing like a little D&D one shot for them to try it out. And I was like, hey, what would you quote me on my yard? And he like looked at it for a minute, and he was like, well, I'd probably quote you 100, but as long as I got 80 out of it, I'd be cool. And I was like, okay, that's a lot less than everyone else wants to charge me around here. And that was like 5 months ago or whatever. And I was like, huh. It kind of stuck in the back of my head that he accurately looked at my yard and said, that's only like 1 acre. But everyone else is like, 2. I was like, my house sits on 2. It can't be 2. Anyway, I just do it myself. I don't care. I go out there, I put my headphones on. I got like the noise canceling headphones. I sit out there and Plus tip. Howard, get out of here. Tipping culture. Now Kevin actually tried to get me last time too. Like, so the last time that Kevin mowed my yard, it didn't really need mowing. Like, the part closest to the house grows the fastest. So like near the house and then around the side, it needed mowed. We had just went through, me and my dad, and spread dirt all over my yard to help balance it out, because there's like a bunch of divots and stuff like that. We just put like dirt everywhere. So like half of my backyard is just dirt, right? And he's like, oh, I'm going to need to mow your yard while this rain sets in. I was like, he doesn't really need it. If anything, just mow closer to my yard or whatever. And then on a day where I was going to go, we went to pick up, I have a skid steer and an excavator, and we went to pick it up to bring it over so that we could clean up these stumps that were in Kevin's backyard. And Kevin was like, okay, well, I'll just mow the yard while you're gone. Cool. He does the whole thing. Well, almost the whole thing. Thinks I don't know, but I do. I think it mows the yard, and I bring the equipment over. We use, I pay like $300 worth of diesel fuel to fill the things up, and we stack up the, use my machine, stack up the stumps and everything in the backyard to burn them. And then a couple of days later, he's like, you got any money for mowing your yard? And I was like, sure. How much? Because I was already kind of in the back of my head. I was like, all right, well, let's see what he says. He's like, well, the full price, the whole thing needed mowing. And I was like, full price. After I didn't want my whole yard mowed. I told you I didn't want my whole yard mowed. We used my equipment that day. You're using my gas to mow my yard out of my garage. Didn't even ask if you could do that. You didn't weed eat the top of the hill either. You skipped that because it didn't need it. You didn't mow that strip down the side of the yard either. I saw that. And you're going to charge me full price? That's okay. I'll do it. That's all right. I got it. Yeah. Didn't actually want you to do it to begin with, period. I was perfectly fine mowing my own yard, trying to help somebody out, and all of a sudden it like becomes an entitlement. And I was like, nah, whatever, man, I got it. Whatever, dude. So, yeah, I'm a mowing yard. I went out there. I got to put some gas in something, and I was like, all my gas is almost gone. Has he been using this the whole time? Jeez. Kevin's my brother. He's my brother. Oh, man. He's like, I mean, if he would have been like, 150, we use your equipment to do this on my yard, and the whole thing didn't actually need to be mowed because I didn't actually do it all, then I'd have been like, that's fine. Cool. Still paying too much, but I can let it slide. But no. Charge me full price, all that other stuff we did that day? Heck no. Kiss my rear. You can make nothing. And if you're worried about your lawnmower getting messed up because the grass is too tall, well, you can just not have to worry about that at all. You can mow your dirt pile you got up there, because Kevin's got like his own yard, poor thing, barely hanging on. Anyway, yeah, that was a whole thing. Oh, Lord. And Mary's got a whole thing going on too. I don't know if you guys keep up with Mary at all. But is anybody familiar with the Ren Fair stuff that's been going on? So there's a Ren Fair, or there was going to be a Ren Fair, the first ever Ren Fair locally. And somebody else was putting it together, and Mary volunteered to help. And so I picked up on this pretty early, actually. Like, I picked up on it, like, real early. And I was like, Mary, I don't know if you need to be helping out with this. This seems kind of shady. I don't know, you know. And, you know, of course, Mary's like, it's fine. You know, she wants to help. She wants it to work out, and everything's good. And this is like months before anything went wrong. And then, because we went to like a convention too locally, because Mary was helping with their booth. The main girl showed up super late with like this jank looking sign. But before she got there, Mary was getting, they had like this young girl, she's like 14 or something like that, who was doing like anime drawings of people. And so Mary was like, paid her and wanted to get an anime drawing. So Mary was sitting there getting the drawing. She got a message saying that main girl needed to find her husband because he had the car seat. She needed the car seat for their kid, right? And I was like, well, he was supposed to be there somewhere. He was supposed to be there at the convention. This was before the convention floor opened up, so everybody's still setting booths up. He was supposed to be down there at the booth. And I was like, okay, well, it's right down there. I'll just go look real quick and come right back. And so Mary was like, Ken's going to go look. And so I went and looked. He wasn't there, you know, and I came back. And the day went on as normal. Like, they finally showed up. Everything was cool. I left. And some of our friends came up and was talking to Mary. And the girl that was running it came up. And she was like, I never thought I'd see the day that I'm giving Cinnamon Toast Ken orders. And Mary told me that. And I was like, hold up a minute. What do you mean giving me orders? I just went down there to look to see if some dude was here because you were busy. How is she now giving me orders? But now, in the end of everything, that makes a lot more sense to why she said that. Because apparently, nothing, as far as the city was concerned, nothing that needed to be done for the Ren Fair to happen had been done. And I'm talking about getting paperwork done, getting permissions, getting, I can't think of the word. You need to talk to the fire marshal to have like, there was going to be like some fire show or something they were going to do. Permits, that's what I'm trying to think of. According to the city, none of the permits have been done, and this was last week, and the Ren Fair was supposed to happen this weekend. So it's a week before everything's supposed to happen. No permits, nothing, because the city of Tupelo, a worker of the city of Tupelo was calling Mary, and they're like, hey, what's going on? You know, what do we got? Whoever at the city who was overseeing this, or was supposed to be, you know, not overseeing it, but being the point of contact with the city. It's a private thing. The city wouldn't do anything. So nothing had been done. And they're like, okay, well, stuff needs to be done. So we need some information. We need to know what's going on. And so then they started reaching out and trying to get the information, and the information wasn't being given, and things got real suspicious real fast. And the whole time all this is unfolding, I was like, I told you, Mary, I told you. Because they actually offered Mary part ownership of the Ren Fair, which didn't amount to anything. I was like, Mary, do not put your name on this. Like, this is like a trash fire. This is not going to work out. Do not put your name on this. Do not try to save it. Do not do all this work because this person's going to take credit for everything you're doing, because they already have done that. Because there was another volunteer that Mary had no idea even existed that does run Ren Fairs in other communities. And they were the one that was actively doing most of the work that head girl was taking credit for. We learned later. And so we don't know where we didn't know where any of the money was. Apparently it was in some account that was saved away, but then we had someone who called, who knew some people to check, that would look into the account for them, and they were like, there's nothing but like $80 in here. And they were like, what? There should be a lot more money in that. Mary actually misspoke, and she's corrected it, but I don't think a lot of people have seen it. In the original post, she said 15,000. She meant 1,500, because she was like, they've taken more than the limit for it to be a felony, which is $1,500. But she said more than being a felony, $15,000. We don't actually know how much money has been collected, but we do know it's more than $1,500. And so it's not all bad. What we've understood, people have made statements, money has been given back. Money has been refunded to people. Some people have been blocked that have asked for their money back, so we don't know how that's going to work out. But Mary has gone on the news. They've asked to interview her. She's made the videos that's blown up in the local area. People have been reaching out, trying to figure stuff out. But it's just been like a very mishandled, unfortunately, event that a lot of people were excited about, but just like what needed to get done wasn't getting done. Because Mary would also ask for like, she was running the Facebook page. So Mary was like, okay, well, I need to know, is there a list of vendors so I can like shout, show people who is coming to make it look good. And it was like pulling teeth to try to get that. And then if we did get anything, it would be like stuff that you didn't actually want to use to promote. It was like, ooh, this person, if this is our vendor, their heart's in the right place, but this is not who we want to like feature, to attract people to come in. And one interaction was like, do you have any pictures of their work? And they're like, oh, just Google some and use some AI or something. And we were like, no, we can't show someone else's work by stealing pictures from someone else. It needs to be their own pictures of stuff that they're doing. Like, no, we're not doing that. Anyway, it was, yeah. So it was something else. Apparently they went to file a police report, but we learned that person went to the city and filed to postpone the event. So technically, no money is lost, no money has been taken or anything. The event has been postponed, but outside of Mary talking about it, nobody knows it's been postponed. So a lawyer reached out actually and was like, hey, you probably got a pretty decent breach of contract case here if anybody wants to pursue it. And I was like, ooh. Because if you have like this confirmed date that everyone's agreeing to and all of a sudden it gets changed for like arbitrary reasons and all that, then that can be a breach of trust, a breach of contract, acting in bad faith, and then the judge will probably very willingly rule in your favor. And so that's on the table. But we don't want to take it that far. As long as everybody gets their money back and nobody gets screwed over in the end, then we can let it lie. But if it gets back to where people aren't getting their refund back, there's money missing, anything like that, then we are going to direct them on how to take legal action. Because it's kind of like not up to Mary to sue, I don't think. Like, it's up to because she was just a free volunteer. She just kind of become the face of it. It's up to like the vendors and everybody who's given money. Like, one story, because they're going to do a bar crawl. They're calling it the dungeon crawl. I'm pretty sure it's still happening. To where for the event, we get local restaurants and stuff involved, and that they're all in walking distance, and you can walk to them. If you got your ticket, they give you a drink. They give you one of their drinks. And so it's like $25 and you get like 6 drinks. Excuse me. Or 8 drinks or something like that. You get enough to get drunk. And you get to go on like this little adventure dressed up or whatever. Mary and the worker from Tupelo had to go and like follow up on that because everybody's like, well, what's going on? The restaurants are reaching out and being like, this is next week. We kind of need to know. And everybody's like, we don't know. We can't get a hold of anybody. So Mary and the guy from Tupelo went to all the restaurants and talked to everyone. And yeah, nobody had anything good to say about anything. One owner of a bar that Mary likes a lot because he's Australian, he's like, oh yeah, screw her. Yeah, she came by and got drunk, threw up all over my bathroom, and then left without paying her tab. So no, I don't want anything to do with her. And we're like, whoa, whoa, okay, hold up a second. So yeah, it's been interesting. Oh Lord. So anyway, yeah, it's been a whole thing. It's been a whole thing. Whew. Picture of shame on the board, yeah. Dear Lord, dear Lord. It was gonna the plans for the event. It was actually gonna be really nice. Like, you know, I did not get involved directly because, like I said, I smelt the stank pretty early on. And I was like, good luck, Mary, but I don't want to put my name on this at all. You know, go get them. But me and Mary have a very high, what's the word? We have very high expectations. Our standards are very high. You know, obviously, if we're gonna do something, it needs to be like, it doesn't need to be crap. It needs to be good. And Mary was complaining. She was like, we don't know what's going on. We don't have either stuff. This is going on. This is happening. And I was like, well, Mary, at this point, I was like, you know, our standards are not the average person's. Maybe that's it. But then we learned later on that it wasn't just that. Boy, nothing was getting done. Like that needed the city of Tupelo, you know, which is where we're doing this, was like, no, you guys, you actually can't have it here anymore. We're not, no. You're not doing it this weekend. You're not, or next week. You're not doing it. You can't. Which was good on them. They needed to like make that decision because somebody like, there's all these different departments, but like word was getting around to different departments, and someone who was over like the permits and all this like heard about it, and they were like, wait, what? And they just pulled the plug on it. They're like, no, you don't have, there's no security. There's no like, how are we funding security? You know, you got to have security. Because I think that's the first thing that like tipped it off, is because old dude was like, hey, none of the permits have been gotten yet. We need to get security. What funding do we have to pay security? And then everyone was like, we have no idea. And he was like, excuse me, what do you mean? And then that got the whole ball rolling. Like I said, Mary's become the face of it, who's talking about it, but she didn't get the ball. She wasn't the one that was like, let's go get this or nothing like that. She was just like, this is what I know, and then telling these officials, and they were like, whoa, hold on a second. This is a problem. Yeah. But anyway, that's been Mary's drama. Twitch still runs with minimal security. Yeah. Jesus, Twitch is so poorly managed. I refuse to stream on Twitch or recommend people to stream on Twitch. It's such a trash fire over there, man. She deserved a chair. Never. Never. All right. What time is it? I actually got to play a game because Mary's going to take the kids to football soon. We can get a game in. I should be able to get 2 games in. I just got to be quick. Let me fill my drink up. Let me get me a drink and I'll be right back. And the last thing I'll say is that I was concerned, like, I was talking to the lawyer friend, I was concerned, I was like, man, I hope we don't get, like, in trouble for defamation. And then he was like, nothing you've said is, he's like, defamation is saying stuff that's a lie on purpose to hurt someone. That's not what you guys are doing. You guys are just calling out what you got. So don't worry about that. And I was like, all right, heck yeah, let's go. It's crazy. somebody was talking to Mary about it, that his neighbors with this person, and they were like, yeah, there's a lot of yelling going over there at their house. She's arguing a lot with her husband and her boyfriend. And we were like, what, excuse me? What did you just, husband and boyfriend? Oh my, wow. How juicy. Oh, man. Oh, man. I don't know anything more than that. I just thought that was interesting. All right. All righty. Oh, my freaking nose. All right, let's get scared. Let's get scared, y'all. Actually, I gotta open this up. Hang on. Get my files opened up. All music in this game is copyright free. Find the issue, let us know. Uh-oh. That's a trap. These are definitely going to get claimed eventually. You can't ever trust the music. Project Threshold. I don't know much about it other than you got to pick a door and go through it and scary stuff's supposed to happen. So, heck yeah. Turn that off.
Project Threshold.
Project Threshold. Like a Resident Evil screen. Resident Evil. Enter my name here. All right. I confirm. My name is Big Booty Judy. Confirm. There we go. It had to be one word. Ah, yes. Yes. Big Booty Judy is in. I got the biggest of booties.
Thank you for registering for the program.
You're welcome.
Welcome to Project Threshold.
Thank you.
If you look to your right, you will see a board explaining your objective. First, you will encounter 10 sets of 2 doors. 1 blue and 1 red. Each hides a different phobia. We will not tell you which is which. Some are harmless, and some will kill you.
Oh.
Second, each set of doors has a button beside it. Pressing it will open a selected door. But be warned, once a door is opened, the other will remain locked. You must face whatever door you've chosen. Third, survive and reach the end. To begin, locate the...
Did someone put a fake accent on right now?
And room key within this
To
room.
begin,
Good luck.
I'm speaking in old movie English. All right. Well, cool. Look at that dog. Oh, my gosh. What a cute puppy. All right. So we got to pick a door and get to it. Sure. Sounds easy. All right, we're at number 1. I got some mystery music playing. I can choose between blue or red. All right, well, right is always right, so red it is. Is it a spider? Did you just see something come through there? Why is everybody saying sharks in the chat? We ain't, no, heck no. Oh, there's roaches in here. Ew, gross, roaches. Ugh, don't kill me. Stomp on them when I come through here. This is satisfying, actually. That crunch, nice. I like that. All hope is lost. Oh, no. Well, I thought you were supposed to die in the rooms. How'd you guys die out here? Oh, why don't nothing get me out here? My name is John Cena. I was desperately trying to make money to pay off my debt. I thought this was going to be an easy task. I was so wrong. I regret coming here. We all regret coming here. Well, John Cena, that's very... How do you know? How do you speak for everyone? Who's all of us? Who? I ain't going that way. That looks bad. What's in here? Clowns. I see you there, buddy. I see you there. Are you gonna kill me? Can you guys see him? I don't know if you guys can see him. I can see him. Come on and get it. Come on. How close do I got to get to him before he starts running at me? Hang on. I can't turn up the brightness anymore. Sorry. You guys probably can't see what I'm talking about, but he's there. All right, come get me. I'm gonna look down. Clowning around. Here we go again. Well, I got to start over at the very beginning. Oh no! That's the really scary part of this game. What is that supposed to be? Just a bathroom? Some trees? Is that Blood Gulch from Halo? All right, we'll start over then, I guess. Let's see what's in the other door this time, I reckon. How horrifying. Blue door. Oh, that ain't no good. Someone died in here. Spooters. Ooh. Oh. Is there another spider? That was weird. Ah! Got me. Oh, it actually got me. Oh my God, are you serious? Okay. Jesus Christ. Okay, let's start from the very beginning again. Hooray. We should go in the right door because the left door kills you. All right, roaches, let's do it. Crunch, crunch. Oh, crunchy roaches. All right, clowns in the right door. Let's go in the left door. Let's see what's over here. Oh, Lordy. What phobia is this? Oh my God, it's a teenager. He's gonna dab on me. Hit that gritty. Hit that gritty, son. Let's see it. I know you can do it. Yeah. Oh, he's gone. He did, sorta. Oh, kids are so scared. Oh my Lord. Oh my Lordy. All right. 20 people came in here. 4 are already dead. I don't know how much longer we can take. Jerome got split in half and stuck it to the ceiling like a freaking ornament. What is this place? What do you think all that paper at? Anyway, don't you kill me. Well, hey, little girl. What are you doing? Hang on a minute. Do you kill me if I run into you? Blah. All right, so she's gonna get up. She's gonna get up. She's gonna get up. And I bet I'm gonna have to watch her. I'm gonna have to look at her, I bet. Don't get up. Oh, I knew your game's girl from the very beginning. You got something on your chair I gotta get, don't you? You got a key. Hey, chill, little girl. You hold that pose right there. Don't kill me. Don't kill me. I gotta pick up this. Stay right there. I'm just gonna back it. I'm gonna back it up. Don't kill me. She is moving. Look at her standing there. I know your games, little girl. I know your game. I'm gonna open this door down here real fast and run, okay? Don't you kill me real quick before I can do that. I don't know if you're gonna move once I'm out of sight either. Stay right there. The door still ain't open. Hang on a minute. Oh, she get closer. Girl, you best. Okay. What the heck is that? Why is that door already open? It's got a bunch of eyeballs in it. All right. Everything here is terrifying. You never know what you're going to encounter next. I almost got killed back there. Frank saved me. He pushed me out of the way before that thing got to me. He sacrificed himself for us. He kept talking about his daughter before we came in here, said the money would change their lives. I'm sorry, Frank. Once I make it out of here, I'll give half of my earnings to your daughter. No, he won't. He ain't going to do it. What's in here? Eyeballs! They're looking at me. This is a dream come true. All eyes on me, y'all. Subscribe. Look at me. Oh, Lord. Lord of mercy. Anyway, I'm just gonna keep going. What was this? Snakes? Oh, Lordy. I gotta start over! God dang it. All right, whatever. All right, face the snake room, sure. We faced it, all right. We got. All right, right room first. Stomp on these old crunchy cockroaches here. Ooh, bugs. Ooh. Ooh, they're getting in my mouth. Delicious. Clown is there. We gotta go left and face the teenager. Hey, boy. I'm gonna tell your dad on you. There's a shark. We didn't find no. There ain't no sharks in this game. What do we do next? The little girl? What's in here? Babies? Ah, children! Oh no! Yay, Daddy! Well. The scariest part isn't actually the children, it's the financial responsibility that comes along with them, and changing diapers, and no more sleep. I understand that can be spooky to some people. But I've become a master of time management since then, so, you know, I've just done nothing but wonders for my life. Some say the scariest thing is just changing for the better. Letting go of your old self, your old problems. Like how bad you're at time management. Hug me, son! Thanks. Your old man's proud of you. All right, we gotta go right, and we gotta deal with old girl. All right, how far I gotta go? Wait, yeah. Get up. It's so funny. How old is the person that made this game? I feel like there's a lot of fear of kids in this game for some reason. Little girls, little boys, babies. They're also scary. Ooh. All right. Oh yeah, let me in. Eyeballs. Let me lick your eyeball. Little veins all growing in them. Nasty. And this dude. I feel like he will kill me if I mess around here, so I'm gonna keep going. Ew, tryptophobia. Nasty. Holes in things. It's not very. They could do that better. It's like mold. If you move, it will kill you. Okay. There's a floating freaking head. It did kill some people like they were nothing. Me and Teresa managed to escape, but we were both injured, badly injured. If you find this, get the heck out of here. Well, I'm trying to. I'm doing my best, y'all. What's in here? Darkness, imprisoning. Oh, I can't say that. I'll get in trouble. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh! Big Booty Judy! It's so dark! Oh, I gotta get out of here before Big Booty Judy gets me. Oh, Lord, we made it. Don't look at it. I'm gonna look at it. There's no escape from this place. Teresa got turned into a freaking human sushi by those freaks. Who's killing these people? Everything's been fine for me. I got eaten by a snake, I guess, and a spooter. I can't go through these rooms anymore. Oh my God, if the notes stop, I'm dead. Where are you guys getting all this I don't have any paper. Where are these people getting all this paper at? Mannequins, oh my God, and they're so curvy. Oh, mannequins. Mwah. Mwah. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about. Dang, girl. Oh, they popping. You looking at me? That's fine. Oh, Lord of mercy. Oh, Lord, what does this say? If anyone's reading this, the organization that brought us here, those freakers promised us it would be easy. They said our debt would be paid off. They offered 5 million pesos. Is that a lot of money? 5 million pesos? They lied. We were never participants. We were test subjects. Oh my gosh, but look at those cheeks. It can even smack itself. That's what I'm talking about. All right, what's in here? The devil. We summon the devil? What'd that say? Light. Oh yeah, let's summon a demon. Where the devil at? Oh my! What? Is this like a red light, green light thing? Gotta give the devil his due. Where's your fiddle of gold? That licky tongue. La, 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 la. All right, turn green. Now, you don't got much time. You just gotta inch your way over here, I guess. All right, this is gonna take a while. Yeah, he's so skinny. He must be running out of souls. Poor guy. He's famished. He's famished. All these symbols of St. Paul on the wall here. It's crazy. Why you got all these symbols of St. Paul? Paul was crucified upside down because he didn't want to, you know, he didn't want to steal Jesus' thunder and all that. Well, you even got some nose stuff going. Am I just supposed to walk through you? Oh, I guess I can't move my mouse either. Okay, sure. I was gonna try to unlock his heart. He had a little heart thing going on. I wanted to unlock it, you know? Okay. I was so close. What an amazing gameplay loop this is. Hey, son! Had to go right. Girl. Yeah. Look at that. You're ashamed that you jumped? Well, you didn't know I was moving my mouse either, you know, so that's my bad, I guess. Weird babies on the right. Let's keep going in the red door. We had to go left here, I think. Apparently that head will kill us, so... Alright, let's... Look at the ground here. Don't look at the weird bodies. If I had like little worms crawling at them, that would be something. Alright. This isn't an ordinary place. Alright, what's in the left? Anyway, there was nothing in that door. That was weird. That was strange, y'all. That was weird. It's like we just couldn't go in that door for some reason. Huh. Well, anyway. Huh. I wonder what was in there. Nothing was in there. We checked it, right? We died. There was a kid in there or something. You know, we drowned. Anyways, I think I'm going in there. You got another thing coming. Ain't no way. All right, little girl, me and you. I can take kids, but I ain't taking no underwater. Hit that pose. You guys thought I was going in that room. You crazy. You crazy. No, heck no. No way. Ain't no way. I ain't going in there. I know there's a shark in there. 100%. 100p there's one at the end of the room. It's gonna be the goofiest looking shark ever in a video game, but I don't care. I ain't worried about it. Like I can handle everything else just fine. It's like underwater, heck no. I ain't gonna. Well, anyway, yeah, the red room. Right. Oh, this is the big booty Judy room. Horrifying. What was on the left here? Let's see. What is that? What is that? You guys probably can't see this, but there's a doctor in here who's just like, he's just in here air humping. As doctors do. Doctor! Scalpel, please. Oh, my neck. Ugh. All right. Jesus Christ. You just gotta keep going through these. Ding, ding, ding. Whee! Howdy, son. Your shirt's on backwards. I like how I immediately clocked her, like straight up. Just as soon as I got in here, I was like, no. All right. You never taught me, Dad. Oh, responsibility, the true fear. I'm just looking at the ground, you know, I figure it makes it a little easier for people on us. Because tryptophobia does, like, really bug some people a lot, so I'm just gonna try and make it a little easier on you. Oh, Big Booty Judy, that's right. Big Booty Judy! Oh, it's huge! Where'd you get all that booty? Double up on the red, and we gotta play a mini game with the devil. Okay. No, we don't. We gotta do the mannequins. Sexy mannequins! People actually scared of sexy mannequins? Look at that. All right, what's blue? Faces? He's watching me. Oh, got little creepy dudes in the walls. Hey boys, how's it hanging? I need to see what's in the red side here. Let's see. Oh my gosh! Queso! My one true fear! Man boobs! Hey boy, brother, let me get the man titties. Oh, that's looking real good. How you doing? How you doing? What phobia is this? Is like a phobia of men? Hey brother. Or maybe like really gummy smiles. You got too much gum going on that smile there, sir. You look weird. Oh, that belly button lint, though. Oh. Oh. Well, anyway, I guess I'll keep on going here. Okay. Body deformity. Face the deformed man room. That was the deformed man? Okay. Let's go blue, I guess. Classrooms? Sorry, those kids again. Face the kids' room. Okay. Oh my God, I don't know, 4 out of these rooms so far have been about kids. What is so scary about young people? I don't get it. Whoever made this game is just a big old wuss. Oh, kids are so scary. Surely everyone else is scared of kids. And look, fear of sharks is real, okay? That's the only fear that matters. Okie dokie? Because sharks can kill you. Kids can also if you don't secure your firearms. But other than that, they're pretty, they're pretty chill. Can't believe the person that made this game is telling off on himself like that. Breathe on me. It's so squishy and moldy in here. Yuck. You? I know what's in that room. Nothing for me. I like the big booty Judy room. Wake up in the middle of the night when your kids stay in the doorway. Nah, but I do get the one where I'd have to go red or blue here. I forgot. I think it's red again, right? Yeah. Where they like come walking around the corner in the middle of the night, and you're not expecting them to be that close to you. You're like, yeah, you know, like something got me. And blue, the doctor room. Yeah, sexy mannequins. And then we die if we go in red here, so we gotta go to blue, right? I think. Yeah, that's just the face, or whatever, I guess. Face room. I'm scared of really tall black men wearing masks. What did we do here? Oh, wait, we went to the right room. That's where the fat men were, yeah. Oh, they're so sexy. I had to go in this room again. All right, so kids are in the left. Let's go right. Well, this is dark. What's in here?
Why is he here? He's so ugly. She's so disgusting. Look at her clothes. Ew, is he really wearing that? That's disgusting. I hate her.
Someone afraid of bad fashion back there? What was that? Exit.
Congratulations. You have completed Project Threshold. You've done an amazing job overcoming your fears. Thank you, and have a bloody good day.
Oh, the cringe. A bloody good day? Is that because you're fake talking to me in a British accent? Or am I gonna die? Did I find the unfinished room or something? What is this? Do a front flip. Wee. Oh, good. It wasn't the shark. It was that stupid clown thing. Whew. If it was a shark, that'd been different. All right. Stupid clown thing, no matter. Spider clown. Registered subject, Big Booty Judy. Subject ID 5132. Survival duration 23 minutes and 35 seconds. I'm deceased. Cause of death, slang 310 threshold. Okay. Do I die from different things? Or is that the only thing?
310, also known as threshold. It is a living anomaly.
Oh, we're doing like some SCP stuff?
It feeds on fear, trauma, and memory.
Oh.
Every room, hallway, door generates from the mind of those trapped within it. The deeper a subject travels, the more personal the manifestations become. It has the ability to mimic previous documented entities, including Zeelang 289. No subject has ever escaped. We believe the threshold is connected to an entity we've been searching for, named Kinawak.
Oh, don't kinwag me, all right? Oh, kinwag. That it? Press escape, hold to skip. Cool. So I was just inside of an SCP the entire time with no chance of escaping? Is that what it was? Not the babies! Where's the shark at? Show me the shark. Where's the shark at? That's a spooter. show the shark. Project Threshold. Yeah, we did it. Rock on, Big Toe. Thanks for playing. You're welcome. That's it. I'm actually pressing any button. What if I start again?
Project Threshold.
Just start over. Yeah, start all the way over. Okay. We beat it. Hooray. Game was $3. Thanks for playing. All right. That's the scariest game ever. I probably didn't ham it up. I should have hammed it up and got more scared. Was it still entertaining, or should I have like went overboard more? What do you guys think? Because I kind of just like didn't. I just kind of just didn't do much of anything. All right. He's entertained. Good. So it's 4:30. Got a little more time. What should we play? You see the water door? Ain't nothing in there. There's just water. It was just fair water. Nothing in there. Let's see. Let me go to the community hub and take a look at the screenshots. There's no screenshots. They've got them all deleted. Oh, you can't cheat. You can't cheat and look. Boo. Boo. Actually, there's not even really much on this game at all. Like, there's not even any discussions going on. Does anybody play this game? Or is this one of those, like, niche YouTuber games? Oh, it's got 4 reviews. Okay. Gotcha. You guys recommended it, so I thought maybe someone else had played it or something. I'm sure someone has, right? If you got, like, usually when people recommend stuff, either Queso or Charlie or somebody's played it. Have you ever played the swimming horror game where you have to swim 10 laps? No, but have you ever seen the shark game where the sharks are in the pools? That's scary. That was my irrational childhood fear. It's my mom's fault, too, because I remember asking my mom when I was real young. I was like, Mom, what are you scared of? And she's like, I don't know, maybe sharks, I guess. And that something as simple as that put it in my little childlike mind that, oh my gosh, my mom is scared of something. She was thinking about Jaws, right? Because she was born when, like, Jaws came out and everything. But that little seed turned into my fear of sharks now, and it does. Like, it actually bothers me. Like, it really does. Like, yeah, I can't make fun of people with phobias because, like, the underwater visualization of it. And it's not so much as just seeing it is what makes it so scary. It does, like, give me anxiety, but it's because, like, it becomes like a replayable thing in your head over and over again. You'll be trying to go to sleep and you're, like, thinking about sharks. I'm like, oh, I'm in the water. I'm getting freaking attacked and everything. You know, that's where I know exactly where it comes from. I do, because I remember when she said it to me. Because directly after that, I was scared to take a bath. And she was like, why are you scared? And I'm like, yeah. Play Raft? We have. We've actually beaten Raft. We play it all the way through. And I hate that shark. He's so annoying. I think this was like, I don't know if we streamed it on, I think I was still doing Twitch at the time. but we streamed us playing Raft. And when you start, you have that one little piece of Raft. And so, or maybe you get 3. We had 3 people, but when I spawned in, I couldn't fit onto the raft, so it spawned me in the water. No. Nope. Alt F4, baby. Straight at that game. It's just like in Sea of Thieves, which has like all the cartoony stuff, but really good, water effects. Whenever they introduced the Megalodon, not when you could summon it, but when it would just like show up randomly. We haven't seen it yet, and so I was out there, and we're like, where's this thing at? And I fell off the boat, and I was swimming so that your little mermaid would show up and you could like reset. And while I was swimming, the Megalodon popped out, and it was like right beside. I never saw it. I never saw it ever because it was behind me. But apparently it was like really close because it makes this big like tiger noise, like as it comes out, and I was like, escape. I just quit. Actually, let's see if I can find that. It's an old clip. Let me see if I can find it real quick. I think it may be gone now. Do I still have? I'm pretty sure it's on my Twitch. Okay, I can still get on my Twitch. I haven't logged in the site in so long. Let's see. Popular clips. Clip for my boyfriend. A bunch of weird stuff on here, huh? Me saying sideways things. I don't see it anymore. I think it's been auto-deleted. Yeah, it's a bunch of just weird one-liners that I've said. They gone. They gone. No. Left Howie hanging, sure did. Just dipped straight out. And no old videos or anything. It's all gone. No. I had saved it somewhere. It's on my drive somewhere, I think, still, but I'm not going to go look for it. And the same thing with that Phasmophobia, when we used to be able to get on top of the counters to where the ghost couldn't kill you. And the female ghost, like the big smile, if you know the one. Oh, she's got a spicy model underneath that dress. She's got them with the garter belts and all that stuff up under there. Oh yeah. You never know because, in the game, it kills you. You don't get to see. But I crawled under there and I like looked up and it was just like straight like cheeks in my face. And I was like, oh, I thought I'd seen something more. I thought I'd seen like a nude model, but it wasn't. It was all smooth and everything. But still, it was close. Phasmophobia is still one of the biggest disappointments to me ever. It's such a good game. It was such a good game for what it was at the time, with the potential to be so much more. And they just like never capitalized on what they could have done with it. It could have been so good, but they just kept making all these bad decisions, like just to make the game more annoying. The only good update that I remember they had was the one that introduced the cursed objects. And I was just like, just fix the freaking bug that messes up the voices. Like when you die and you can't hear anyone speak. I hate that one. It's like they got lightning in a bottle and got lucky and then never took the opportunity to like make it the best game they could. They introduced that weird, terrible item system that no one likes. Shame. Shame. Sherry, thank you for the 5 of Martha's Vineyard. I live on Martha's Vineyard where it's filmed. Oh, okay. Jade Angel, thank you for the 5. You should go back and review your really old videos with Mary. Ugh, I can't. It makes me cringe. Ugh. Especially like my really, really old gameplay videos. Ugh, I can't stand watching myself. I think I am a terrible YouTuber. I'll be the first to say that, my relationship with like Felix carried me pretty hard. I'm still entertaining, but overall, I think I don't think I've ever like really had what it takes to be like a YouTuber. I don't have the narcissism for it. I don't think. It's like the 300th time I told you about the bug. I hate it. I hate it. We played Phasmophobia so much. There were so many bugs that I could forgive. But when you have like this crazy random moment and you die and everyone's like cracking up, and then when you come back, your character comes back too, and someone says something, like Luke would be there and he would because he's already dead, and he would say something and I can't hear what he's saying because it'd be like, and I'm sure it's a great one-liner that he said, but the moment's over. The moment's passed because you can't hear what he said. You have to walk outside and walk back in. Makes me so mad. So many good moments. And even if I could understand him, I would like want to laugh about it, but I knew that no one else, because I got the headphones on, right, so I could hear better, and I'd be like, God, what a wasted moment that was. Supposedly they're updating one of the houses or adding a new one. Oh, like their once a year update where they add like a okay map where the ghosts don't work right most of the time because they don't actually know what they're doing. Yeah. Heaven forbid they spend those millions of dollars to hire someone that knows how to code. I'm pretty like the head developer. There for like a couple of years, their sole purpose was to make the game harder. To make it to where you can't tell what the heck the ghost is, so that you have to sit there longer. And it was like, all right, cool. We have 24 ghosts now, however many it is. It used to be like 12 or something. Now it's like 2 pages of ghosts, but they're all the same model still. The same Unity pack that you can buy. Because there's like a zombie model pack or something. All the ghosts are from that, you know. Then they added like the one pajama girl that was like jacked up for like almost a year before they finally fixed her model to where she wasn't like clipping through herself the entire time. I'll never get over it. I'll never get over. I'm sure that the game still sells well and people still enjoy it because we played the game so much that my opinion is a little more nuanced, I guess, than your average experience of just like being there from the very beginning up until we haven't played the game like a year now because I just got tired of it. It's like, oh, great. Yay. Oh, there's a brand new map. It's a tower where the ghost only goes up 2 floors and turns back around, so you never actually die unless you're just on the floor that the ghost spawns on. Oh, we got this new diner where you can get stuck inside the cop door. Oh, God. You can customize your character now. Whoa! It's only taken 5 years for that? Holy crap! Step back. Well, they're cooking now. Arcellus does watch. What's your regular? Always watch your regular buff. But I'm always so stoked seeing you play games. Say awesome side note. Totally agree on Phasmophobia is dead. I understand. Yeah. Appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, man. The funnest time, the most fun we ever had playing Phasmophobia was when the game was the most broken. Like when the only ghost that could kill you in the high school was the Revenant. You know, you could just like walk away from the ghost because it moved the same speed you did. It could never catch you if you had enough room to run. So the ghost would spawn and we'd just like walk backwards talking trash to the ghost. And then Howie would hit it with the whoop-de-whoop, you know, and flip his character and run into it. Those are the best moments. Then the game like started taking itself too seriously. Like over here trying to like, you got to be a professional ghost hunter and stay in this house for 30 freaking minutes for it to finally show you the one thing that it refuses to show you the entire time. But it could also be a mimic or the twins. Who knows? You got to watch it and see if it flashes faster than the other one or something. Yeah. I'll never stop talking trash about Phasmophobia. They got enough money. They could have made it better. The whoop-de-whoop was the best. I know, right? Just hear Luke, no. That's just Luke all the time, though. You guys, like, Luke's just Luke, man. But Luke works all the time now, so he don't ever show up for nothing. Howie's Pez too, but Howie's the only one that can show up whenever. Dane could, but I don't know. Dane just, I don't know. Dane bugs me when it comes to streaming. I'm like, here, Dane, have a whole streaming career. You've earned it by working with me for all these years. Just go stream. No. Okay, fine. Pickleball. But the thing, you could do both. Other than showing up to record with me 2 days a week, the only other thing Dane's doing is playing pickleball. Like, he can stream and do all that, you know? It's just like, God dang, man. Don't even get me started. It drives me crazy. Shoo. Dane just wants to chill, I guess. Dane's a true athlete. It's all right. Dane can do what he wants. I just don't know what Dane's going to do whenever I'm done and retire. That's the only thing. I just don't know what Dane's going to do whenever we're done making videos. Which that shouldn't happen for a long time, so it's whatever. He doesn't like it. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. I think Dane just has problems with schedules. I think Dane's got a phobia against having to be there at a certain time or something. I don't know. Oh, Lord. Naked do React content. We've actually had it's been a while, but we used to have a lot of discussions about Dane would be like, yeah, man, I really want to, I really need to stream. And he's like, I don't know how you've done it all these years. Honestly, it's inspiring. No, I want to do it. I'm like, well, all you gotta do is just do it. Just turn it on. You don't have to, don't overthink it. Don't worry about even playing a game. Just get on there and just talk to people, whatever. They just want to interact with you. Do it for 2 weeks. Quit. I was like, all right. Can't actually expect people to show up if you don't show up yourself. There's another game that I downloaded. It's called Take Care of the Dog. Has anybody watched that game yet? Is it actually good? Because it looks bad. Anybody know if it's good or not? I mean, it's fine if it's bad, I guess. It's special. It's funny bad. The Big Walk looks fun. I don't think I've seen The Big Walk yet. The Big Walk. It's purple, like I've clicked on it though, so I guess I've seen it at some point. Oh, it's a multiplayer thing. Okay. Co-op open world. Oh, gotcha. From the creators of Untitled Goose Game. Let's see. Impressed how well Dane compliments me? Well, you know, look, I might not be the best YouTuber. Well, I am the greatest YouTuber to ever live, but, you know, I might be a pretty lazy YouTuber, but I'm still a professional and know how to pick, you know, I know how to organize a group. It's just like whenever we're live streaming, if I'm doing multiplayer, I really want Luke to be there because Luke's funny on his own. And I want Howie to be there as long as Howie's not trolling too much to the point to where we got to start over all the time because he'll get Luke all mad. And I like Pez to be there, but Pez sometimes tries too hard to make moments and just makes me mad instead. Because when we play in the game, the way that I like to do it is I like to play the game like we're semi-serious, but let the funny moments happen kind of thing. I like it to be like, I don't like it to be on purpose. And so Howie does it too sometimes, but trying to create the on purpose moments sometimes annoys me because you can tell if it's genuine or not. I'm like, that was funny, but kind of lame at the same time. Don't do that. I should say it's good at the right time. But when we're like 20 minutes into a level and we're finally going to get there, and then all of a sudden someone wants to flip the boat, and then I'm like, hey, whoa, chill out. Do that in the first 5 minutes. Don't make us waste 20 minutes of our life because you want to kill us at the end. They get mad for real. And nobody wants to see that. That's not funny. My order has been updated. Oh, some spam mail. Nice. The other thing I got to do when we do multiplayer games is I'm the cameraman, basically, right? Like, I can make things happen that's funny, but viewing everyone else be funny is better, right? Luke frustrated in the climbing out of hell game every time. Yeah, so anyway, like, I've got to be the cameraman, right? And so if it's like, if I die early, like in Phasmophobia, right? Like if I die right at the beginning, then it's kind of like, okay, well, it's the moments aren't as funny. Like if I'm like a ghost watching things happen, you know what I mean? It can still be, but usually not, because the tension's kind of broken and everything. So it's like I'd be in there doing something, the ghost kill me at something like, I mean, it's like, oh yeah, that was funny, but that's like the moment. It's like, well, you might as well just leave the level and go to the next one because none of this is going to get used more than likely. But anyway, yeah, that's multiplayer stuff. We haven't done. I miss doing the multiplayer, but everybody's just busy. Or well, not everybody's busy. Everybody's pretending to be busy, like Luke. All right, screw it. Let's play this dog game real quick. That way I can go watch the kitties. It doesn't take. How long is the dog game, by the way? One person in here said they watched it. How long does the dog game take? It's like a 20-minute game. It's free, so it should be pretty short. Outlast Trials. The Outlast Trials is okay. The Outlast Trials is just a little too much. They like doing all the sex stuff, which you can't show a lot of that. You know, they take it too far sometimes. Like, oh, you're going to get killed by this nun with these massive boobs that are hanging out. And you're like, whoa, back it up just a little bit. Jesus. And Outlast 2 sucks. I don't care what anybody says. I think people have circled back around and say that Outlast 2 is like a great game. No. Outlast 2 is trash. I played when it came out. Everybody hated that game when it came out. Nobody liked it. Outlast 1 is great. Outlast 1 is fantastic. Outlast 2, butt cheeks. Straight booty cheeks. It was not good. I even remember they had like some promotional thing for Outlast 2 to where like you could get like Outlast 2 branded diapers because the game will be so scary you're going to crap your pants. No. You thought if you played Outlast, you know, you're just like, this game is kind of not that great. it kind of became like a running simulator, like halfway through the game, towards like, oh man, this thing's gonna get you, but you only have like one, all you gotta do is just run. You just gotta run in a straight line, you know. There's no actual gameplay in a lot of those parts. It's just like loud noises and stuff jumping out. Run through like on the treadmill that you got to go through on like the predetermined ride. I hate games like that. To where like they make each scare an event to where there's not actually any gameplay involved, you know? Outlast, like those Disney rides where you go through the tunnel and scenes happen around you. Yeah. And Outlast 1 had that, but Outlast 2 was just like the entire thing was that. It's Poppy's Playtime. Well, Poppy's Playtime has a cute bad guy, so it just automatically is successful. You know? It's like Five Nights at Freddy's. Those games suck. They're literally made in like a cell phone game generator thing of like, whatever. They're not good. They're not good games, but they're popular. And so you kind of get into this, it's good because it's popular thing, you know? It was like a super old statistic, but like Five Nights at Freddy's, the first one, it sold so well, but the amount of people that actually played the game was like extremely low. Like a lot of people bought it, but not a lot of people played it. And that changed over time, you know, but at first, like, it was like 20% of people who owned the game actually played it or something like that, or less. I think it was less than that. Everyone just bought it because YouTubers are playing it, you know. All the Markiplier fans got it, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, you got your mascot horror. That's it. Mascot horror. Like Bendy and the Ink Machine or whatever. That game sucked also. But it's got a mascot, so it's like, ooh, successful. But Ken, the Bite of 87, shut up. I still, to this day, believe that all the story of Five Nights at Freddy's, none of that existed when they made the game. None of it. They just made a game that's you're in like a Chuck E. Cheese like thing, and the guys are going to come get you, and some people found a couple of bugs, and maybe there was like a little bit of like pretend lore there, but then everyone just started making stuff up, and they just adopted what they liked out of that. And it's like, yeah. There's totally this big purple dude the entire time. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's a bite. Yeah, the children's souls are trapped in them. That's what it is. No, none of that. The lore was literally made by fans just because there wasn't any lore. Whole series. Oh, did you? There's a really old tweet. It's probably gone. Oh, I mean, it's still there, but it's like deep in there. The Five Nights at Freddy's like VR game. Like all of the top screenshots were just some dude like creeping on the whatever the girl. One of the girls, like the wolf girl or something. I forget. It was weird. It was super creepy. That was the most upvoted and everything. Now he needs kids' souls run the Matt Pat stop making theories on. Yeah, well, it's like it gets to a point, right, where you just need to be like, all right, that's enough. Well, you see, you get inside the machine, and then the screws like screw into you and kill you. What? That's just stupid. Who would ever do that? That's absolutely insane. Slender Man? Oh, dude. Slender Man. This was before the crazy people got involved and like everyone had to avoid Slender Man because people were being murdered in real life. But the Marble Hornets guys are from Alabama, which is nearby. And we both went to the same convention. We were both invited. And I got to talk to them. And this was after like the game Slender, The Arrival came out. And I was like, I told them their game sucked. And they were like, yeah, it does. I wasn't like a jerk. I was like, man, you guys' games suck, man. I was like, hey, I love that. I'm proud of the success you guys have happened and everything. I was to be honest, I was disappointed in the game that came out. You know, I kind of wished for more. And they're like, yeah, that's kind of out of our hands though. Like we had some say so, but not really a lot. And that's what they decided to go with. And I was like, congratulations on your success anyway, but still, game sucks. They guys need to tell me it was dumb. Well, it is that too. I used to be a little more brash, I guess. I mean, that was like 10 years ago when I talked to those guys, or maybe longer than that, actually. I don't remember when the game came out. And that was like, I'm talking about, like, it actually got better. They added more. This is like when the game first came out, the initial release, and all you could do was like collect the notes in the house and then in the woods. You had the house and the woods. That's all you could do at that time. So they didn't have like a lot of the extra stuff that it has now. And I was like, man, guys, it wasn't much that game. Like, yeah. And then of course, like the the crazy fangirl, they ended up murdering somebody and blaming stuff on Slender Man and stuff like that happened. And those guys they just moved. They just went on about their business after that. And they're like, all right. Actually, I'm not too sure what they're doing now. I doubt they're doing anything as far as YouTube goes. Slender Man started as a winner in a monster contest. Yeah, it was just like a picture that, one of those like creepy pictures someone made. That was it. Oh, Cthulhu. Yeah, Cthulhu lore's kind of cool. I like the whole like madness aspect of the Cthulhu stuff. It's kind of interesting. I'm pretty sure. I want to say there was some racist stuff in the books. I mean, it was written like a billion years ago, so yeah. Marble Hornets dudes came back and put a nice little bow on top of it relatively recently. Oh, did they? Fan of Five Nights at Freddy's, 100% understand the hate of it. Like, I don't hate it for what it is. As a horror game, cool, but it's like the crazy fandom around it kind of like makes me want to like not like it as much, It's like, this is the best, God dang, it's the best thing ever. I'm like, it's not, it's okay. It's a jump scare simulator, which does really good for YouTube videos. Does fantastic. Markiplier freaking blew up off that stuff because he like would do his whole like lean back, scratch his face thing that he would do. How many times can you get jump scared, Mark? Chill out. We know you're faking at this point, but it's still entertaining. You gotta ham it up. That's what content creation is all about, though, is making highly shareable small clips like that. Mark isn't scared easily. He's been playing horror games for freaking over a decade now. He hasn't been scared of horror games ever, I don't think, to be honest. But he's good. He's good at his job. Like Mark he's a good entertainer. He knows what he's about. He knows what his fans are about. He is, as far as that, he is one of the best at doing what he needs to do. I'll word it like that. I still scream. Yeah, sometimes. It's still mostly performative, though, right? Hey, Iron Lung was an okay movie. Was it? You like the podcast much better? Who do we play a variety of board games or mostly a D&D? Oh, we play mostly a D&D now, but we got a bunch of board games in the friend group. Horror games, certain channels can really only do horror games correctly. CJU, I've seen, yeah, I know that is. Best horror channels on YouTube. Yeah, it's... The thing about horror games... Iron Lung made $50 million. That's impressive in your book. I mean, yeah, sure. I mean, doesn't mean it's good, but anyway, maybe it is. Horror games are. So you know how? Okay, so horror game, people playing horror games have been around forever. Like Amnesia, The Dark Descent, kind of like really set the tone for the entertaining moments in horror games. People like screaming and yelling and stuff like that. That was like the main game that really got all that going. It existed before that, but not to the level it did when Amnesia came out. Because Amnesia was freaking scary. Amnesia was like the scariest game hands down when it came out. Even though it's like super goofy once you get into like the mechanics of the game. But that was 15 years ago. Now, just social media and I'm going to give you guys a higher level lesson here. Social media and content creation and everything is based off of like very short clippable moments. Horror games captured that before people understood what it was. Because now on YouTube, it's got those little like waves where you can like see like where people are watching. And if you're watching horror games, it's like completely dead except for when the scares happen. Then it like spikes up. So viewer retention on horror games is actually horrible. Like the amount of money you earn from playing horror games is kind of bad because people skip through the video so much. A lot of the tension that gets built up in a horror game is lost on the audience, but the person playing it is the one that's experiencing it, right? They're getting the experience. You're watching it through like a filtered version to where you're not getting scared unless you're like got it cranked up and everything and you're getting into it. Because when jump scares happen, you're loud noise all of a sudden, it makes you jump. It doesn't really matter who you are. It's gonna happen. So horror games historically captured what now is the meta for content creation before we understood it. So a lot of old school YouTubers like Mark, heck, myself, Jack, Felix, and plenty of others like had a lot of success because we were doing what you're supposed to do before we knew you're supposed to do it. If that makes sense. That's like, especially like current content creation, like people have like, during this conversation, people have gotten bored and clicked off because everything's got to be like so like fast and snappy. Even if like you're watching like Mr. Beast or Speed or any of like the mega people right now, a majority of the content is kind of just like, yeah, cool, whatever. But all the things you see on Twitter and Instagram and everything are those clippable moments that I'm talking about that spread everywhere. And you go, oh my God, yeah, I've heard of him. I want to go watch him. And you go and like watch the full thing and you're like, okay, I'm kind of bored, But all the clip stuff, you see it everywhere. There's so many numbers and everything. You want to go watch it. Or you want to, you know who they're famous. No. It builds. So yeah, horror games were that vehicle 15 years ago. Five Nights at Freddy's came along, kind of put like the big thing on that because Five Nights at Freddy's, it's a super boring game. You sit there and you click back and forth between pictures or whatever. But then the big jump scare happens. Whoa, ha, kids love it. Oh, wow. And then you rage about it and all that. So yeah, you went from Amnesia that was a lot of like tension and build up to the content creator screaming his face off and being scared because it was freaking scary back then, to Five Nights at Freddy's that was kind of a lame game but just had big jump scares. And so you had those moments, and it's changed over the years. And to now, horror gaming still exists, but it doesn't have the impact that it used to at all. If you think about it, like there's still people who play horror games and you still watch them, but most of them, if not all of them, have had long careers. Now you got like Queso. Queso's unique, like new one, right? But he's also making like big moments and stuff with the way he acts. So yeah. which another high-level piece of advice I'll give for people that want to be content creators is to do what you enjoy. Do whatever you like doing. Don't go and watch me. Don't go and watch Queso. Don't go and watch Speed or Mr. Beast and try to emulate what they're doing. There's lessons that can be learned there, but you don't have to do what they're doing if that's not your thing. You can have like whatever niche you want. You can make videos about golf, you know, and you can find an audience. Are you going to be the biggest content creator ever? No, obviously not, because that you become a personality content creator to get to that level, to where everyone's just watching you do you, no matter what you're doing. But to build your audience, you have to have a niche and you have to have a very small focus, because if you do too much, then you're not going to like capture what you need to capture. Anyway, being niche is good. Like focusing on something that you're passionate about, but you have to answer two questions. The first question is, would you watch what you're making? Would you watch the content that you're making? And the second thing you got to answer is, why would anyone else watch it? If you can answer those two questions, you're good. You can do whatever you want. You make something, you say, would I watch this? Because you're your best gauge. And you say, yeah, I think I would watch that. Would someone else that I don't know watch it, though, that has no idea what's going on? And so then you got to like adjust it to that, you know? And if you can answer those two things, then you can be a content creator, which those are not easy things to answer, but still, that's the basic of it. It's just kind of like, it's like Let's Plays in general. Many people disagree with me, and I'm looking at this from, you know, being very successful. I think general gameplay streaming is mostly dead. It's not all the way dead. You can still have success in it, but your variety gameplay channels to grow in that space is extremely difficult. It's very saturated. There's not that focus on the niche that I'm talking about. It's very dependent on the personality, and to get algorithm hits of searches for you and your personality are very difficult to get. It's just kind of like even this channel, like the Toasty Games channel, is primarily ran off of the Cinnamon Toast Ken name and me sending people here from the main channel. It doesn't get picked up that much on the search through the games, but some people will be like, oh, is that Ken? You know, and they'll stick around. But it's extremely, extremely difficult to grow in the general gameplay space. It's super hard. Like I said, it's extremely saturated. If you're doing it live streaming, if you're doing it on Twitch, it's even harder because it's you and like 10,000 other people. And so it's like, all right, well, why would someone watch you over someone else? If you're just playing the game normally and you're just kind of chatting like, hey, what's up, man? You know, what's up? You know, there's not that hook that you need. And not that you shouldn't, like if you're happy doing that stuff, that's fine. That's good. I'm not saying, I'm talking about like as far as like being able to get your momentum going to grow, because it's also very momentum based. Once you get something that catches and you're able to continue it, it snowballs. And if you quit, you know, for a week or something like that, or 2 weeks, a month after you hit that, like I do a lot, you kill your momentum. Because once the algorithm gets you and starts sending you to people, you got to keep making stuff for it to keep growing. Like, anyway, so then you have people, and I say that, I say like, I'm not saying that like Let's Play style stuff's dead. I'm just saying it's extremely difficult. It's probably the hardest to grow in, I would say. Like out of everything you could do, it's probably the most difficult now. But you're like, well, okay, so, and then these guys, and then so and so and so. Now, those are like a very, very tiny amount of people. Like you got like, oh, well, Co-Carnage on Twitch, he plays like just whatever and just chills. He's been doing it for freaking forever. You know, Dan's Gaming and all that. All those guys, they've been doing it for like, they've been grandfathered in, you know. So if someone was starting today and they're like, I want to be a streamer, what should I do? I want to just play video games. Well, cool, you can do that. but just curb your expectations and know that you're going to have like your friends and your bot viewing you for most of the time. And it's going to be hard. You're going to have to hit TikTok. You're going to have to hit YouTube. You're going to have to make short form content and spread it everywhere to try to get something going. And it's hard. It's very hard. And then you can go down the horror path, right? You like watching Charlie's rants like me? Oh, I don't know. I get on something and just start talking. You can get on the horror path to where like the clips make themselves, right? Basically. But then you gotta worry about playing all these obscure games that you're never going to get a hit off the search engine because it's so obscure that no one's actually looking for it. You know, it's man. I'm thinking of several different things right now. And my conclusion that I've just come to is that becoming a content creator these days is hard. It is extremely difficult, way harder than it used to be. Used to be, you could just show up and be consistent, be semi-funny, have okay editing, and if you just were there, if you just existed enough, then you could find success usually. But that was before people knew you could make a bunch of money doing it, you know? And now there's so many people doing it. There's the attention span is so short. Everyone's got some like hook or something they can exploit, or they know somebody, or they're in a certain group, or they're focusing on negativity. A lot of people say that reaction streaming is like scraping the bottom of the barrel. I think political streaming and commentary is the bottom of the barrel, because it is what currently takes advantage of the algorithm the most. Because the algorithm doesn't care what people are saying or what you're saying. It cares how many people are saying things. So you can go on there and you can talk about politics, and the whole pick a side thing happens, and people get in there and watch, and they start arguing back and forth, and you're just getting pumped by the algorithm. The content creator doesn't care what they're saying is true or not. They're just throwing out their opinions of whatever, and like maybe the news covers it, maybe something, you know, it's like no publicity is bad publicity. Can't even talk. It's all good, and so it's like literally just like causing separation between people for the sake of making money. You know, like content creators learn from politicians basically and just abuse it. And it's just like if you go on Facebook or whatever and you see a post that's political and it makes you mad and you want to say something about it. Well, congratulations, you just got rage baited. You are now part of the algorithm, and you're now boosting that post because you felt some way and you got to talk about it. But I gotta, if I don't tell them, they're not going to know. Oh, they know. And whoever made that post doesn't care. Welcome. You're now one of the warriors. Congratulations. So if you're going to get into content creation, I say just steer away from the negativity. It's low hanging fruit, but it's also on its way out. It's going to cycle out because people, they're going to wise up. They're going to get tired of it. The same thing with like doing sex work. Like if you're an attractive female and you feel like I could go put my boobs on OnlyFans. Don't do it. Don't do it. They dangle all the girls that are making millions of dollars, or claim they are, air quotes. They're sugar daddies that are coming and giving them all this money. Oh, Sophie Rain made $80 million. Sure she did. Sources, trust me, bro. You go, whoa, she made that much money. Huh, I should get my tatas out too. No. Don't do it. Unless you're just into that kind of stuff, you know. Don't feel like you're missing out. Because you're just going to put your boobs on the internet and they're going to be there, and then you're not going to get anything for it. People appreciate authenticity and just realness more now than they did. Like the phase of like it's often called the Mr. Beastification of the internet, to where you come in, high production, a lot of money, big things, works for him. But it's kind of run its course and things go through cycles. So hopefully we're cycling back to like more people just like chilling in front of a camera and yapping. But OnlyFans paid you to take your channel down. Authenticity. But yeah. I was sort of thinking, like, what, since I've started talking about content creation, what advice could I give new people? I was like, stay away from the negativity. Don't do everything you're seeing on the internet right now, because like everybody knows this, but it's true, is that social media is fake. Like, it's engineered to make you feel like you're missing out. It's engineered to make you addicted to it. And it's engineered to get you to buy into what's currently happening and like even like do it yourself. It's like, don't just do whatever you actually enjoy. And you will probably be pleasantly surprised that you will find more success doing that than you will emulating what you see all the time. Because everyone else is seeing it all the time anyway. It's saturated. Nobody wants to see all the negative stuff all the time. I don't anyway. Yeah. I'm at the point now to where I'm like embarrassed to even be a YouTuber because there's just like so much crap happening from it. Freaking Johnny Salmonella or whatever getting arrested in Korea, good. You know, all these people that are suing each other and getting arrested, good. It needs to take its course. We already had the adpocalypse on YouTube, right? Right now, streaming is the problem. We had the adpocalypse on YouTube, and YouTube figured out that if they don't pay people money, then they act right. If you make some crazy video that's harming someone or is extremely negative or whatever, then you get this little yellow dollar sign that says limited ads. You still get ads, but you make like 10% of the money that you would make from a regular video. And all of a sudden, all the YouTubers are like, well, I guess the worst we'll do is just talk about drama. Everything cleaned up just like that overnight. Huzzah. Everything was like rainbows and butterflies there for a little while. Then you go over to like Twitch or Kick or streaming and like that, and they're always just like pushing the edge as much as they can, trying whatever they can, like green screen their boobs and all this stuff. And then they're like, why can't we get any ads? Why won't Pepsi give us billions of dollars? Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's because you're just a bunch of degenerates. Maybe it's because you're out there like, they turned off the rule. They allow people to drive while streaming now. Oh, they had wrecks. Whoa. You think that rule probably existed for a reason and you guys got rid of it. Now everyone's having wrecks driving, and streaming. How about that? Oh, I'm driving my McLaren that I rented that I can't actually afford because I'm a streamer and I don't actually make as much money as I claim as I do. Oh, chat, what'd you say? Oh, boom. Oh, content. Shocker. That's my opinion, that Twitch doesn't care about morals or anything. They only care about getting people to view it. And right now, the insanity is what gets viewed. And that's why you see streamers all over the place. When you see like stuff on social media, it's always someone live streaming. It's hardly ever something from a YouTube video. It's always someone doing something dumb on a live stream. And it's historically a fact that people make far more money on YouTube than they do on Twitch. They pretend that they make like so much money and they're getting like tons. And some of them do make a lot of money from sponsors. Some of them, but it's not as it's a big. I made $30 million this year. No, you didn't. They pretend they do because for some reason that works on younger audiences. And they go, "Oh man, I want to be rich. This guy's rich." It's embarrassing, man. Hate it. That's not me trying to flex and be like, I'm more rich than these people are, which I probably am, but still, it's the illusion of success and the fake staged dramas that happen and all. It's all everything's so negative right now. And it's going to cycle out. It's just taking forever for some reason. It usually cycles a little like Well, I take it back. It's usually about 10 years. Like 5 years, I guess. But I'm surprised Twitch hasn't had its own ad apocalypse yet. Oh, so-and-so killed someone on stream. You're banned for a week. Okay. Stuff's dumb. Ugh. I hate what content creation has become. That's the point of all this. I hate it. I hate what it's become. So Felix retired. He retired and went on and just to do side quests. Nobody wants to deal with it. All those old guys are like, Jesus Christ, what is the world becoming? Can't believe how they allow Hassan to stay. Why not? Big money bag dad. Of course he's going to stay. He can... Of course he can stay. What are they going to do? Get rid of the rich people? Heck no. All right. Let's play a stupid dog game. Whoops. That failed. Try again. There we go. Felix is flexing on AI companies. He's got a bunch of cool stuff coming, actually. I can't tell you about it, but he was telling me about some projects, and I was like, dang, man, that's crazy. You really got to love yourself to be a content creator these days. I think I'm cool, but I don't think I'm that cool. All right. Oh, I hope it doesn't stay like that the whole time. All right, cool. We're playing Take Care of the Dog. You guys asked me to play this game, and we're going to play it, I guess. Yay. Okay, I can't look up and down, only left and right. It's not full screen. It's just kind of like partially. I got to take care of a dog. Am I supposed to be able to look down? Because I can't. Hey, where's that dog? Hey, yo, dog, what's up? How are you? Follow the dog. Come on, dog. We're best friends. Me and you, what time is it? I don't know. Oh, are you hungry, boy? Get the food in the basement. Oh, I hope you don't murder me. Is this the basement? Hooray. Am I supposed to actually be able to look down or not? I don't know if the game's jacked up or not. Wow, a maze. Surely I won't get lost down here and murdered eventually. Heck yeah. Where am I? My basement's dumb. Nope, I made it back to the stairs. Big old crack in my basement. Man, this thing's gonna fall in. Stop. I can't stop, won't stop. Won't never stop. Goodness great. Okay, there we go. Boy, I got that dog food. Hey, dog. What? Yo, I got that dog food. How do I get out of here? Don't murder me. I like this music, though. It's exciting. Boxes. Ain't none of them boxes. Where am I? Is this the whole game? Just me being lost in the basement and not be able to get out? I'm gonna die when I get down here and something's gonna kill me. Hey, yo, dog! Follow the dog! He ate your food! Oh, he did. All right, I ate it. Someone just ate it. It went away. Why is it so pink now? Are we in love? We can't do that. That's illegal. Where'd that dog at? Where'd that dog go? My picture's on my wall. Hey, yo, dog. Hey, what's up, dog? I'm here to take care of you. Like a black pixel in your mouth? What is that? All right, what's up? Play fetch with the dog. Okay, where's your ball at, boy? Or girl? Oh, there it is. Oh, you just disappeared? You look off the screen, kind of disappearing. Where are you going? Where are you going over there, huh? Hey, you want this ball? You want the ball? Go get the ball! Oh, there you go. I was fixing to say too real. Good job, dog. That dog's fast. What happened? Oh. Well, you were real fast. How'd you do that? That's a good dog. I should pet you. Just kidding. Ugh! Hit you in the face with the ball. Go get that ball. You're a good dog. Bring it back. All right. Is somebody walking around me? What is that noise? Anyway. Okay. This is the third time. Are you going to turn into a demon dog and attack me? All right. Go all the way down there. Go get that ball. Pew! God dang, he's so fast. Pew! All right, how long we got to do this? Forever? For the rest of our lives? All right. How about that? I'll make it easy on you. Get that dog. Get that ball, dog. Get that ball. You a good dog. Go get that ball, dog. I'm standing in the spot where the ball spawns. So I'll just... At least you bring it back to me. Oh, he's tired. Get water in the basement. Oh, you're a tired dog. You're a tired puppy dog. Okay. Well, let me go back to the basement where I keep the water, apparently. I would go to the sink, but no. No, sirree. I gotta get in the basement. Oh, it's looking pretty dark, dog. Where was my basement at? No, not over here. It's over here. Let me go get that water. Good old basement water. I don't even know where the water would be. I looked all over the place. Didn't find anything. Where's that basement water at? Don't jump scare me. My stop sign. Not there. Not here. Is it over here? Ooh, maybe. That's a circle. Oh, the water! I found it! That was fast. I got a bottle of water. Let me go back and give it to my dog. I can't wait. I think I take a left here and then a right. Stop sign. All my happy music is gone too. Pretty sus. Oh, it's dark. Okay, never mind. We're good. That's this way, I think. There we go. All right, I got the bottle of water from the basement. Hope you're not going to kill me. Puppy dog. I put in your bowl? No. Hear that clock ticking. Hey, dog. Where my dog at? Is my dog outside in the yard? Who's that supposed to be? Why is there a dude out here in a dog costume in my yard? Hey! Hey!
Maybe it is time to go to sleep.
He is not hungry anymore.
He is not hungry anymore.
Oh, he hungry. I should lock the door. Lock the door! Ah! I died to a furry! Not like this! Where's my dog at? Full screen F11. I could have did this the whole... Oh. No, you lying to me. Oh, I got died to a furry. Where's my dog at? We ain't going out like this. I'm gonna take care of this dog. Come on. Come on, dog. Speed run. Get over here. We can't go out like that. Come here. I'm gonna go to the basement and get whatever I'm supposed to get for you and feed you and take care of you. You're my dog. Can't believe that guy stole my dog. Huh. Interesting. He isn't hungry. Is that supposed to be my dog? Surely not. My dog loves me. I played fetch with my dog all day. Ain't no way to betray me like that. Ain't no way. I guess we're gonna have to stretch this game to fit the full screen. We can do that, I guess. Yeah, it probably, yeah. It'd be fine. Be fine to be a little stretched out. Follow the dog. Meow. Play fetch with the dog. Oh, roar, 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 roar. Give me that ball, dog. Like a Sims talking to me. Oh, them strings though. Alright. Get the water in the basement for some reason. Why does my dude love... My dude lose track of time so much like this? Where's my room at? Look around this house right quick. Where is this? Is it my room? God dang, look at that bed. Boy, it looks comfy. Real comfortable. Okay. Anyway, I gotta go get some water. Can I go out this door too? Sure can. That brick. Get that brick. Defend myself. All right. Anyways. Let's go get some water. Because that's going to trigger the next events. Left. Then right. Nope. Left, left. No. Am I supposed to go right when I come out? Yeah, right. And then left. It just popped. Kind of loud. You guys didn't hear it, I don't think. Nope, that's not it. What was that? A key? I got a key. What do I need a key for? Obviously the dog. I'll lock him out. Is there anything else in the basement I'm supposed to find? Do I get multiple endings? Huh. Are my windows locked? How do I wonder how I lock the door. I don't want to walk back outside and die. You know? Look at him out there. Freaking looking weird. All right, let's go outside.
Maybe it is time to go to sleep.
Yeah, let's go to sleep. Go back in the house. Should lock the door. The key. Locked. Yeah, where'd he go? He ain't out there? Where'd he go? Lock the door. Better hurry up for you. Come walking in here and dogs me. Hits me doggy style. Yeah, locked. Easy. On my window here. Nope. In the bed. Everything will be fine. Excuse me? He threw the brick I was talking about. He threw it in my window. Knife downstairs may work. Okay. You gonna get it, dog? I can't see nothing. But I swear to God, I'm gonna stab you once I find that knife. Right in your freaking dog face. As soon as I figure out where the knife is, I hope he's not down here. That's gonna be awkward. Right. All right, dog. You wait until I find that knife. If you're around the corner, you better not be. I'm gonna stab you with my fists. I'm just checking to see if it's in the water spot. It ain't in the water spot. I don't know if I feel like the dog should be after me down here, but I ain't seen him yet, so we're just gonna keep on running and. Whoa!
Hello.
Where you at, dog?
How are you?
I hear you.
How are you?
Boy, I'm gonna stab you in your mouth. Right?
Upstairs.
Oh, I hear him. Where's he at?
Alright.
Arr. Where you at, dog? Where you at? I didn't want it to go this way.
Alright.
I want us to be friends. You sound like you're behind me. Just so you know, my head's on a swivel right now. You come waltzing around that corner, you're getting got. Making everybody watch me drunk right now because, boy, I'm on it. Play that piano one more time. I dare you. Where you at, dog? Where's the dog? I'm here to put you down. Come flying out the corner on me, I dare you. Where's the dog at? Oh yeah, dog. Oh yeah. It's time. Call me master. Those dead doggy eyes. Oh, that belly you got too. Kind of hot. How do you feel about doggy style? Just kidding, I'm gonna kill you. What, do you stab myself? Aliens? No, my dog's going to heaven. All dogs go to heaven. Go on. Hallelujah. Hallelujah, brother. Ascend. Going out here with your sexy self. Poor dog. But can I pet that dog one more time before you go? Oh, Yeller, come back to me. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. You were just kind of scary and creepy. You probably would have killed me, actually, so it had to be done. I guess I'm a cat person now. Amen. Oh, he left me a little splooge. Take care of the dog. A short game. A new take care of is coming soon. We took care of the dog. Good job, everybody. What a good dog. Oh, well, game closed down. We did it. What a dumb game. Okay, sure. I'm glad it was free. Hooray. Oh, Lord. Oops. My desktop. Well, we took care of that dog, y'all. There are multiple endings. Well, I don't care. I'm not going to. I'm not going back. I'm sure I can die from not. Well, I never made it to the bed last time, but I'm sure I could not lock the door and he would come in and get me, I guess. I like how he just went to heaven, though. Oh, screw making another sprite of him being dead. All right, well, I gotta go. I gotta go watch the kids so Mary can go to football practice and everything. So, because Mary loves football practice. Anywho, have a good night, everybody. Thank you very much for coming by and spending some time with me. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Thank you for your support. I appreciate all of y'all. And I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye, everybody. Goodbye. Bye-bye. Bye. Ta-ta.